Alright, welcome back everybody. We are going to be starting up episode 3 of Redeemers of the Fall here shortly.
You are there.
We are just waiting on our fourth player.
You're going to be making it to the stream tonight.
Feel free to type in chat if you guys are here.
Alright, I didn't get a hold of him.
Okay, well, it's up to you guys if you want to start without him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's go time.
It's go time. Alright, we'll switch over to our D&D 4 player and then just have a black screen for now. Alright, everyone, welcome back to Redeemers of the Fall. This is going to be our third episode. Did I write fourth episode?
It says 3.
Does it say 3? Oh yeah, episode 3. Okay. Welcome back to our third episode of Redeemers of the Fall. The last game we oh, I need to change your name. You're not Saris anymore, right? Is that correct? Because Saris died last game. He was a farming child, a little lad that got destroyed by some marauders and a beetle. So let's go ahead and change your name here. Saris, your name is now... Well, the players don't know it, but the stream will know your name. So we'll change it there. And change it there. Okay, so, but last game, what had happened was you guys, Velkin, actually, Kristen over here, the Black Dragonkin, or Dragonborn, I say Dragonkin, she had taken her prisoner with you guys. The prisoner is now known as Crane. The Frostblood mercenary. You guys traveled south to go to the Hissing Swamps to actually partake in the mission that you were set out from Thomar of the Black Keep, the leader of the Redeemers. Unfortunately, you kind of got held up with a couple different things in the first episode, and you made your way down there and then kind of found out that the Frostbloods actually were the reason for the shortage of food. And Thomar found out about your mission failure, that you haven't gone down there, that you haven't even been near the goblins yet to take out the goblin encampment. And in his anger, he took a shot at Crane and hit him in the chest and went down. So you guys were, I believe, in the middle of kind of recouping from that. D&D, you're playing 2 native? Yeah, we're playing. We're waiting on our 4th, actually. Hopefully he shows up here in a little bit, but we'll see. But yeah, so unfortunately Shadowfire's character lost his life last game, and lost it to a beetle that he unfortunately pulled close to him on a crit fail, and it bit his arm and he bled to death. You guys were slapping him consistently, and that's also another reason why Thomar was so angry with you guys. I believe it was Artemis's character, Xavier, who said, "Come over here and slap him." And so in doing so, it just enraged him. But yeah, so you guys right now are kind of confused as to what you want to do, what your next steps are. Do you return back to the Black Keep north? And take your punishment, take your lashes if you're going to say it that way, from Thomar, or do you guys pursue the tower that's up in the icy peaks that Crane was telling you about? That he has to bring these materials to this tower. He knocks on the door and hands this, this frost god, or whatnot, the guy who's in the tower. He hands the materials to him to bring to the frost god. So you guys are just not really sure what you want to do. So I would say at this point you guys can talk it over as a group. It would be Velkin and Erebos together. Xavier maybe went off to pursue Thomar and to ask him further questions or something of that sort. Maybe he's actually just kind of stealthing after them to find out what's going on with Thomar and what his actual mission is, because he came down there to actually partake in something else. So yeah, it's about midday, and you are right on the border of the Hissing Swamps from the Dark Pines. So you're nearby those gnarled trees. The floor feels kind of like a bog, and you just smell the stench of rotting grass, on your nostrils.
One thing I do want to clarify. I think someone last time did ask to address Crane's wounds in that. Is he like stable now?
Yeah, he's been stabilized. He himself, along with, I think Xavier actually grabbed a medical kit from, or a healer's kit from Thomar.
Yeah, I gave him some.
And was assisting in stabilizing him. So you guys managed to stabilize Crane. He's just injured. He's got kind of like a strap over his his shoulder and that where he was hit by the arrow. You guys managed to get it out and seal it up, and he's just kind of sitting there going, "Oh man, it's gonna be sore for a couple days, but nothing to praying to the frost god won't help out." So he's just kind of sitting in the dirt and just kind of fiddling with the ground. You said you took the ropes off of him, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, so he's no longer bound. So yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I mean, my vote is to go up north more.
To go up north more? Okay. Erebos?
Well, it's either up north or we head back, and then we got to deal with that shite. So let's go up north.
Now, when you say up north, do you mean we're going back to the frost god? Because I sure would like to go back to my altars and do a little praying.
Yeah. The frost god, the frost god, the frost god. Let's just go fucking up north.
Well, if you head straight north, that's the Black Keep. Thomar doesn't really like me there, so maybe if we head a little northeast, eh?
All right. I guess you'd be leading the way then.
Sure, if you guys want me to lead the way, I will. Does anyone have like a walking stick or anything, or maybe we can go find one in the woods? I'm kind of, I don't know if I'm that stable.
I'm gonna look to see if there's a stick around.
Okay, roll me a perception.
Perception.
A perception. All right, yeah. So, as you're looking around, you see that there are, there's a couple trees that have some pretty good pieces of like older wood on them. Those gnarled branches that you could probably break a good-looking staff off of. Did you want to go over and try to break a piece of the branch off?
Yeah.
Okay. Go. You walk over to a tree. Go ahead and roll me a athletics to break a piece of the branch off to get him a nice, staff.
Okay.
Oh shoot! It just flew down this way. Okay, so you're taking a little bit. You're making a lot of noise breaking that thing off. Let me see something. I have to message Shadowfire separately because he's doing his own thing, as a character.
You little sneaky bugger.
Yeah, little sneaky bugger. Ooh, cool. Okay, so as you're kind of smashing that, you're kind of wiggling it back and forth, that gnarled piece of wood, you're making a lot of noise, and you can you see birds actually kind of flying out from some of the other trees, but you manage to break that piece off of the tree and you hand it over to Crane, right? Or are you gonna hang on to it?
No, I'm gonna hand it over.
Okay, so Crane just grabs it and says, well, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And he starts kind of hobbling along. He's like, follow me, I'll bring you to the icy peaks. But before we go there, I want to make sure you guys are warm enough. Do you want to see if there's any sort of local village or anything around here? I know we have Fort Sentinel to the west, and Doro Lagaine is quite a trek east. But I know there's possibly some villages in between where we could trade our goods and get you guys some warmer clothing.
How bad is the city that's right in front of us?
The city that is right in front of us?
The one that was attacked. Like, was it burned to ash, or are we talking there's still buildings?
You don't have a city anywhere near you, where you're at right now.
Or not city, but like town or whatever it was that.
Are you talking about Cirrus's villages? Or
yeah,
village?
I think so, because I was on the other side of the trees.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I thought those two guys that we were fighting, those Frost guys.
Yep. They're not Frost guys, they're Marauders.
But yeah, but I thought they were in front of a city or town that was attacked, and that's when we found him on the ground and we tried to save him and whatever.
Well, he wasn't nearby his town, so he was actually telling you that he has a village to the east, you know, near, like, closer to Dora Lagaine, that was attacked by the Marauders, and that they were trying to get him to bring him back to his house to pretty much take everything that he had.
Alright. Why don't we head east and see if we can get some garments for the harsh elements?
He says, I think that sounds like a good idea. I think I don't have my journal on me anymore, but I believe that there's a village in between here, the Hissing Swamps, the Dark Pines, and Dora Lagaine, but it might take us a little bit of time to get through these pines, as they're pretty dense. But let me lead the way. I got this for you guys.
Alright.
So he kind of starts to hobble forward, and he's like, you know, looking down at the ground, but then he ends up looking up, and he says, oh, hold on. Move over to the side. And he kind of swings over behind a tree. He's like, shh, I see, there's 3 people over there. You see them? Just over there. And he's pointing, and if you guys roll me your perception checks, just to see. What the? Okay. Oh, those are really bad perception rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a little bit for them to come into your vision, but are you guys staying put, or are you guys going to do anything?
Stay put.
Yeah,
Okay.
we forget to see anything.
Okay, because they're walking towards you guys. So as you see them, they're walking. You can see that there is a human woman, and there's a gnome off to the side, and in between them is an elf or a half elf of sorts, and they just seem to be walking. You can make out kind of the outlines of instruments on them. All right.
Are they barbarians?
Barbarians, yeah, you said?
Those marauding minstrels, I swear to God.
We're rotting minstrels, yeah.
You said they're walking towards us?
They're walking towards you guys, yeah.
Like they're walking in our direction, or they actually see us and they're walking?
They're just walking your direction. They're kind of sauntering, you know. They're maybe tuning their instruments, or, you know.
Okay.
Whatnot.
What do you want to do? I mean, they just
Hail
have
minstrels.
instruments. I don't know.
He steps out and says, "Hey, minstrels." All right. The gnome kind of looks shocked. He's like, "Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!" He's just freaking out. And the woman's very calm. But the man in the middle, you know, what does he do?
Hello, my friends. As you can see, we're part of a traveling troupe. We're currently on our way to the Black Keep. Might you know the way?
I told you it's this way. The gnome points to him.
Algrim, you've been wrong for the past 3 days. I think it's fine if we just ask someone for directions.
It's been 3 days already? How can you tell the time out here? There's so many trees.
Because I take tracks of how many times I fall asleep? How do you even forget how many days we've been traveling?
But Algrim, I'm right 67% of the time.
I feel like it's the other way around.
Possibly. I need to sit down. He sits down on the ground. I'm tired.
What are you guys going to the Black Keep for, if I may ask?
We're a troupe. We perform.
Oh.
We're off to make money, get rich, and sing songs.
That makes sense.
How about yourselves? What are you doing out here? It's kind of an odd place to be.
Yeah, what are you guys doing out here? What's that guy doing behind the tree over there? Oh, hi there, I'm Crane. Nice to meet you. He steps out, kind of hobbles out with his little cane. Have you heard of the Frost God?
Not that again, Crane.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just a habit. I won't talk about him until we get to the icy peaks.
Since we're heading to the icy peaks, and if my memory serves, the Black Keep is pretty close to there. Why don't you come along with us?
That doesn't sound terrible at all. Having more people. It would be nice not having to deal with scoundrels by ourselves anymore.
Yeah, and then maybe they'll hear my beautiful song and spread tales of it across the land.
Oh my goodness. Algrim, I don't think scoundrels want to hear songs. I think they just want our money.
But Lillian told me she liked my song about scoundrels last week. She just puts her hand on her head, just like, I don't know what he's talking about.
If
You
you
didn't
didn't
drink
save
it.
me, I'd have left.
Howdy, I'm sorry, Bob. I'm just freaking.
Oh.
I overslept.
Artemis climbs down from a tree. Let me get you added to the Skype call. We'll have to organize the webcams again. Let's see.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, well, hi there.
Super sorry.
It's cool. Alright, we had a little bit of technical difficulties again. Let me just add you in here.
Hello there.
Well, hello!
I thought it was weird that you had yours on offline.
I thought you were weird.
I'm like, he
Here,
always
I'm
just
trying to
leaves it
type in
on,
Skype.
but off.
Skype like climbs out of a tree and
Oh, mute yourself. Alright, cool.
on a second.
Alright, give me a second to organize this, guys. Once his camera loads in, then we'll be on our way. And Shadowfire, feel free to interrupt me and like correct me on your characters because I'm just speaking. Okay, so Erebos, we're gonna fix your camera right now.
I say don't worry about the green screen, man. That's what I would say.
That's fine. I'm not gonna bother with that. Just
Yeah,
fixing
don't.
other cameras. Do.
You know, I ripped my green screen the other day.
Yeah, were you just really mad?
We were running through it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
really
you kept
mad.
running back and forth.
No, it like touches the bottom of the fan sometimes.
You were
so-
wearing a green dress and you got confused.
Yeah. It's one of those.
One of those days.
One of those days.
It's just one of those days.
man.
Alright, let's get Abel's.
We have them all.
Okay, let's organize that. Yeah, hopefully no characters die this time. Hopefully everyone survives and it's a very happy,
Hey,
fun
shut up.
time.
Well, it depends. What are they carrying?
What are they carrying? Yeah, they're carrying very flammable substances.
Like clothes and instruments that are wooden.
Yeah, and Xavier, you wandered off while you were sleeping and you found yourself in a tree. And now you woke up because there's commotion going on beneath you. And your group is talking with 3 bards. Just organize your camera though. Let's see. Where are you located?
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, Artemis' cam.
Whoa. Okay. Stop, bro. Got some water.
Okay.
So 3 bards are talking underneath me, and I'm like, "What is going on? Jesus!"
So
And
you get-
they're like confused because there's like no Jesus. It's like, who's that? It's none of your business.
So you hear this crazy man rambling above you, talking to himself. He's like, "It's none of your business." He doesn't even know who that is. You can see Xavian as you look up. Xavian's like clinging to this tree. Drool is just dribbling down his face, and it's dried up on the tree, the bark itself.
Is he with you?
Sorta, yeah. Yeah.
You know, Algrim, you know, finding our own way doesn't seem way too bad now. They've got strange people hanging from trees.
Person.
You didn't even know I was here.
Crane
But
looks up.
now I do, and I wish I didn't.
It's too late for that. Ah.
Buggers, aren't they?
He's like drunk or something up in the tree. It's too late for that.
We gave
Crane's
him
like-
alcohol for the pain, and he took a little too much.
Yeah. Crane says, I can get you down from there. Just jump.
I hope I roll bad because I want to fall flat on my face.
Are you trying to
Hold
jump?
on, shit, I need to get in the game. Can you roll for me real quick? So
Are
I
you
can,
gonna roll acrobatics?
yes, but I hope I roll bad.
Well, we'll find out what you roll.
Alright, hold on, I'm trying to join the game.
Out of curiosity, who all do I see of their group? Do I just see Erebos and Xavian?
No, you see
Or-
all of them. You see
Okay.
Velkin, Erebos, Xavian. You also see Crane.
Alright,
Oh my God,
just
What did I roll?
a 2.
wow.
2.
Yeah, so you just let go of the tree and you're just hitting every branch like
Well-
on the way down. You're like,
And I'll land on my back and I'm like point up straight in the air. It's like I landed it.
Yeah, but as you see, like your entire, like all the clothes from your upper body are now stuck in the tree. Like your cloak is stuck up there, your tunic is stuck like on the branch just above you, and you've got like scratches all over your body. Just they don't hurt you, but yeah. Can I
Are
move
you
on?
alright, friend? You look kind of banged up from that.
Don't touch me.
Alright?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I might have had a little too much to drink.
Crane turns you over with his cane. He's like pushing you over. He's like, turn over, turn over. Here we go. Easy, easy. And he's patting your back like a baby. Let it all out. Let it all out.
What a little good rug you are.
Does Xavian still look really banged up from last episode, or does he look any better or not?
He's pretty banged up from last
I'm
episode.
pretty banged up,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty banged up.
My friend, I wasn't really talking about you falling from the tree, more of the rest of your injuries. Are you sure you're all right? You look somewhere near Hell's Door.
Level, am I like bleeding? Is it like, am I bleeding?
What was your
still-
health last time?
I think it was like 2.
Yeah. You got like bruises all over your body. You're
So I'm bleeding, yeah.
you're bleeding.
I like touch my chest and I'm looking at I'm looking at my blood and I'm like, it's just a flesh wound.
Tis but a flesh wound.
And Crane's gonna say,
Are you-
he's just delirious. Please don't mind him. We need to get him to the village. It's behind you guys. Did you see it when you were walking? Did you come from?
He's at West.
Did you come from Dora Lagay?
Yes, I did. We did.
I'm sorry, I didn't
As I
catch
said.
your name.
Oh, my name is Abel.
Abel, are you able to pick this man up?
How did I
I-
knew you were gonna try
Hold
to
on.
I can do a little more than pick him up if you'd like.
Crane's a good catch, you know. In case you guys are interested.
Roll for cancer.
Roll for cancer. Hey, you guys don't know if Crane has cancer.
You really do seem very injured, friend. I could heal your wounds if you'd like.
And I'm just like, I'm still bleeding, but I'm still like drunk, so it's like I'm looking up at him, like I'm like, you know, like I'm laying on the ground, so I'm just looking up at him. I'm just like, okay, baby man, if you really want to heal these little tiny scratches, go ahead.
As your eyes, like one of them's kind of swollen shut.
Yeah. Adrian.
He's Crane is trying to pull him to his feet, but he's like holding himself up on his like cane. Crane's got the cane, you know. He's picking himself up, and he's trying to lift Xavier. So I'm gonna roll to see if he picks him up.
This Crane.
Oh,
had the
nice.
cane 'cause he's got gain.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he picks him up with no problem whatsoever. He's like, "Huh, "Come on, Xavier, let's go. Let's get you to this village." And he starts kind of shifting off. He says, "Bards, I would hope that you would join us. We could probably do with your healing magic and your songs of old."
Why not? So long as you get us to the Black Keep, sure. We're game.
He says, "I'm sure they will."
Flying.
You're not flying. You're not flying. And you're on the ground. It's okay.
I thought you said he picked me up.
He's just saying you're on the ground. He's not holding you in his over his shoulder now. He's not that strong.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Crane's gonna try to lead you guys towards the village. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for traveling. So I would say it's just a D20. Yep. All right. So is your bardic group following them, or are they kind of reluctant?
They trust me enough. They'll come along with me.
Okay. Would Algrim have you carry him, or is he more of like he's too proud to be carried?
He's a hard-headed one, so he'll walk himself.
Okay. And then Lillian, any kind of like guiding factors of her?
She's pretty quiet, but she's also incredibly smart.
Okay. Instruments. What do they play?
Algrim has like a pan flute,
Nice.
and Lillian just has another lute.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, it takes you guys probably about like just over an hour to crest like the edge of the pines. Crane leads you along the hissing swamps as well as within the dark pines, and you find yourselves looking out from the pine trees. You can see a village that has been burned in some areas. There's some broken, I think the roofs have caved in on some of these homes, and there's a couple people there trying to pick up the pieces and just get things together. They don't look like they're that well off. They look like farmers. There's a couple livestock that are, walking around in a makeshift, corral, and there's like a male farmer who's got like no shirt on. He's just kind of throwing like wood pieces out from the wreckage of a house, and there's a couple of children running around.
This place seems a little dreary, wouldn't you say? What time of day
It's
is
a
it?
magical place.
It's
Wow.
like 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Okay,
Well,
so
still, they might have
so, like,
supplies.
we still got a little bit of sun left.
Yep, a little bit of sun left. Yeah.
My friends, do you think we'd be able to make it back to Dor Lagain like this, or should we just see if we can find a place to rest here?
Anything's possible with friendship.
Probably best to rest for the night because got some beat
Aye.
up people.
All right.
All right, so you guys are gonna try to rest for the night here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so a big group of people comes out from the woods, and Crane is leading the group, and you guys start to walk towards this farmer, and he turns and he's just like, he's got a hat on to block the sun, and he just looks over and he says, "Hail there! Don't walk any further. What brings you to this farmland?"
We are currently on our way to Dor Lagain, and we just seek a place of refuge for tonight, if that wouldn't be too much to ask.
And some supplies if you are willing to trade, or you have a shop here.
Well,
Food! I'm hungry.
very needy, I see. Is that
I
a peasant
apologize
boy
for
you
that.
have with
They
you?
aren't the most civilized group, but they are a capable one.
Cheeky bugger.
I see your instruments. Do come from that of nobility?
Not as much of nobility as we are of entertainers. We search to please.
Well, I guess if you can entertain my children, they've been messing with the livestock, and you can see they're kind of throwing rocks at like a big fat hog. They're just like, yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
really nice.
Take that, you hog. And he says, I suppose if you
Take that
can,
hamburger.
yeah, take that. I suppose if you can entertain my children for the night, I'll let you stay in this makeshift home that I put together. I don't have any supplies. I've just been using what we have left. Most of the village went to Dor Lagain to seek, seek new jobs after Ceres destroyed this place with his foul magic.
Oh. Sounds like a right bad fellow, if I do say so myself.
Yes, he was terrible. I forced his family to leave to go to Dor Lagain. I did not want to see them anymore. And to add to it, he was very ugly.
Wow.
Like very ugly, like extremely ugly.
I suppose it's good that you got rid of him then.
How do I message you?
You have to type /whisper or /w. Sorry, I have to tell her how to whisper. You guys will be able to hear it.
I suppose we'll do our best to entertain your children. But are there any other people in the village, or is it just you and your children?
Well, it's just me, my wife, and my children. And you can see he points like they have a house that's kind of like put together. It's just like as much as they could kind of yes, Kristen. It's as much as they could pile together. It's like rocks and wood beams and kind of hay on the top. And he's got just like one fire lit inside to kind of light the place up. He says that his wife is in the home. He says she's in there, putting together some potato and leek stew. We could probably feed you guys, or feed you. I keep saying guys. I'm going to try to refrain from saying guys. We could feed you, but first entertain my children.
But of course, that is what we are here to do.
He says you can stand over here, and he points to the wreckage of the house with the roof that has caved in. It's created almost like a miniature stage of sorts that you could stand on. It's just hay and wood that's piled up.
Oh, all right. I suppose we'll play a tune, and we'll just play some music with our instruments.
Yeah, Algrim says, hold on, let me tune my pan flute. Ooh, 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 ooh,
You-
ooh.
You crazy old fool.
I am
All
a
right.
smart, crazy old fool.
Smart is quite a stretch, my friend.
And Lillian turns over and says, she's like, yes, quite a stretch. I'm trying to whisper.
And then she proceeds to stretch.
Yeah, everyone's stretching their, their vocal muscles and everything, getting ready to perform. Hold on, I gotta whisper. Okay. So yeah, so you're gonna perform. Do you have any song in particular you guys are gonna perform, or? Algrim's like pulling out like sheets of songs. He's like, this one about the scoundrels is a good one. What about this one?
Sure.
Lillian said it was good.
Yeah, we'll do that one. And
All right. So keep the tempo up. Make sure that you slide down the bridge at that part.
all right, let's get going, and I'll just start playing right
All
away.
right. Go ahead and roll me your performance.
Alrighty, that I can do.
Oh my God, Algrim sucks.
Oh my goodness.
Lillian's
Oh my
carrying you guys. Lillian is carrying you guys.
Carry.
So Lillian, like, you guys are like all off tune. He's like, and then you're like, and she's just like playing this, strumming like beautiful chords. Like she's just like, you guys should have studied more. And she's just like playing like this beautiful tune. The children like cover their ears when you start playing, and then they kind of move towards Lillian, and they're just like listening over there, and they're just like, yeah, they're dropping the rocks out of their hands.
There were some
Actually,
scoundrels.
sorry, one of them drops rocks out of their hands, the other one starts throwing them at you guys, so, it's like, whoa, you suck! That's a rock at you, misses. That's a rock at Algrim, hits him. For 1 damage. He's like, ah! Yeah!
I guess Vicious Mockery.
Tough crowd, tough crowd!
Oh man.
Alright, yeah, he's just gonna try to play a little bit better, I guess.
Hey,
Oh my God.
Bronze, where am I? Where am I? Wow.
You're being held by Crane. Like
Am
right
I,
in
can
front-
I see the performance?
Yeah, you guys are standing in front of the performance.
I'm just like, yeah, play that one again.
Erebos, there are no shops anywhere here. It's literally just a broken down village. You might be able to try to buy something from his wife who's locked. She's in the house.
Alright, I'd like to go over there and knock on the door to their house.
She says, hello? Who is it? Actually, no, she opens it and she's like, hello, good sir. How may I help you? Hello.
I was wondering if you had any spare winter gear.
I don't have any spare winter gear, but I could possibly make some. I have some sheep's wool, but a lot of it's been burnt.
But
She's like, please, step inside. Do you have any string on you? Any sort of needles? I'm assuming you came from Dora Lagain.
I unfortunately do not have any.
It's like, well, I suppose I could make one. I would need a bit of wood, though. And don't take it any other way than that. She needs a bit of wood.
did they
kinda-
say that back then?
No, no, they didn't say that.
They were
She
kinda
asked you to-
Randy part of history.
What of it?
She says, please take a seat here. I was just finishing up making the stew for my children. And my husband. I guess he can have some, but if you'd like some, I have enough.
That would be very much appreciated.
And then she she scoops up a bowl and she says, is it just you traveling alone, or do you have any friends, a traveling party?
I do have a traveling party. Three friends of ours, and then we met some minstrels along the road. They came with us.
Oh, that's interesting. I think I can hear them. And she's like listening. Let me roll perception, see if she can actually.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh god.
It's like,
Well,
I'd like to apologize
I
in
hear
advance
them.
for that one.
They sound a little off tune. Rather
a
tune.
little.
Wait, I have a pan flute, right?
You do have a pan flute.
Can I play my pan flute?
Sure. Go ahead and roll performance.
Performance, okay.
So you
She's
see
a
like the
rock
you see
pan
Velkin
flute.
just like slowly reach in her bag and pull out a pan flute and starts to try to play along with it, and you manage to just
Playing
like
better
play
than
light
this.
enough to where they can't hear you playing like just a little off key. Does anyone else have any instruments?
She starts
Can I crawl
Advice for
onto
everybody.
this? Can I crawl onto the stage and do a vocal singing?
Sure. So you start crawling away from Crane, and Crane is like stomping his like foot, up and down, just kind of like to the beat. And he says, just lets you kind of crawl. Go ahead and roll performance. This is starting from your crawl because it's going to be like a kind of like a Marilyn Manson crawl.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you're just crawling creepily across the floor. You're getting covered in dirt. By the way, you never got your clothes back, so your shirt and your cloak are way back there. So you're crawling with no shirt on, just through the through the dirt, and you climb up on the stage, and you're like, yeah. So yeah. So what?
I have coffee go up my nose.
Nice.
Yes,
Oh.
ma'am, that is them out there.
Yeah.
I'm
So
afraid.
she just hears that. Yeah, you hear that coming through the
I
window.
apologize very much for that.
She says, "Well, it's better than, I guess, the way my husband sings." And so yeah, so they're just kind of enjoying it. The kids are not bothering with that hog anymore. The husband's able to kind of just continue his work, clearing the place out. So
Can you do a roll to see how the husband sings?
how the husband sings. Yeah, he's just like hum da 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 da.
I was hoping for a crit so
I know.
bad.
He's
God.
like Celine Dion.
Yeah, it's
He
like
just belts out.
Like he seems like an angel, but like
Yeah.
his wife doesn't hear it.
yeah, yeah. No, yeah, he
Better
sings pretty
yet,
bad.
the wife is like deaf.
She
And,
can't even hear. Yeah.
Yeah, she can't even hear. Yeah.
No, yeah. So yes, this performance
It's like,
goes on
"Better than
for.
my husband."
How long do you guys want to play for? How long is your set? You're singing about scoundrels.
I mean, I guess it's one song, so it's probably like 3 or 4 minutes.
3 or 4 minutes. Nice, yeah. All right. Any lyrics to the song?
Not that I choose to sing.
Come on, bar boy.
Yeah. Come on, Bob.
Come on, Bob boy.
Yeah, the Algrim just keeps repeating, the scoundrels took up my gold, the scoundrels took up my gold, the scoundrels took up my gold away from my pockets. He's just singing that over and over. He's like kind of shuffling across the stage. The scoundrels took up my gold. He's pointing over to Velkin.
Never
The
mind.
scoundrels took up my gold. And he's like pointing to your pan flute. The scoundrels took up my gold from my
Wait,
pockets.
like pointing at me accusingly, or
No,
just
like he's
pointing
like
at...
digging your pan fluting. You know, he
Oh,
stopped
okay.
playing his pan flute because he's got a pan flute himself.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make
The
sure.
scoundrels, boop, boop, took up my gold.
I
Okay.
haven't seen that song.
You would sing that song? Yeah, it's going to be stuck in
Yeah.
your head now.
Huh?
It's going to be stuck in your head now. And you're crawling on the
right.
stage just going, that's what you're doing. You have no shirt on, you have no cloak.
Took up my gold.
Yeah. They took it right from my pockets.
Oh god.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, they do that. Okay, cool. So you guys are singing The Scoundrels Took My Gold, they're straight in my pockets. It's a new hit, it's going across.
Liver, Johnny Liver.
Four-sided dice are always found at night when barefoot. You know it. Is that chaos? K-Ka-1-Os. Alright, cool. So you guys play for about 4 minutes, and you distract the children for 4 minutes, so he's able to clean up a good bit. Chaos. Thank you, yeah. Chops. Chads. Okay.
Chodes.
Don't say
I'm
that.
gonna go up to him, and I'm just gonna be like, "I'm sorry about that, sir. We've been traveling for about 3 days. I haven't had time to actually practice or even tune my instrument.
He says,
So
oh,
if I could repay you in just physical labor, that would probably do a lot better.
Wait, but if you're a traveling performer, why
Like,
would you
if you have
play
anything
not to
small
your
you need
instrument?
fixing, I'm very good at that."
he says, well, you were distracting my children. You stopped playing, so they're not distracted anymore. I would actually prefer it if you would keep playing so I could continue working.
All right.
But you could take the shirtless man off the stage. I don't want my children to see that. Yeah.
I guess I'll take another shot at distracting the kids. I
Okay.
guess.
All right. What song are you guys gonna
Want
play
me to
now?
roll? A good one.
A good one. You're gonna play a good one. What's it called? It's just called a good one.
It's the good one.
The good one. Okay. All right. This is
You want me to, like,
oh
roll
my
performance?
god. That's my pan fluting. And this is for Lillian. Oh my god, she's so good. She studied everything.
Okay, thank God.
Nice. So you and Lillian take it off, you know. Oh my god. Yeah, so you have two terrible pan flutes going off while you guys are like looting it up. You have a lute too, right? Shadowfire? Hello? Okay, he's dead.
Sorry.
I said, what instrument do you have?
All right.
All right.
I was just gonna sing.
That's a great instrument.
I'm sorry. I apologize
Best
for
one
that.
ever.
Everyone wanted me to sing, so here it is.
Oh, you're gonna sing, okay.
What are you gonna sing?
I thought I heard the old man say,
Oh,
"Leave her, John, leave her. Tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her.
Angry?
Leave
Oh.
her, John, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voice
Oh, it's so off key.
But it matches because two of us are supposed to sound.
So Algrim just turns over and he says, "That sounds like a cover to me. I think I've heard that one before."
Shut your mouth, Algrim.
Lillian, how you playing that trash?
Not all songs have to be originals, Algrim. Jeez.
All good songs have to be original. I'm sure I would have taught you that.
I really want to shank this gnome.
Same.
You're saying that out
But I'm
loud?
drunk.
No, I'm not saying it.
You're just eating stew and you're like, I really want to shake this. No, what? Okay, so yeah, so you guys play that song for quite a while. He's just cleaning up, you know. He's pretty much done for the day, you know, working on stuff. He welcomes you guys back into the home. It's like a 2-layer home or 2-level home. But it's not that sturdy up at the top because it's been kind of broken. But he welcomes you to lay on like these big piles of hay that he's put together for you guys. I keep saying guys. For you. For you.
Men.
For you men
Are we
and
politically
women.
correct here?
Okay.
Hello, guys. Yes.
So, as I'm walking in, do I notice anything that's just like small and broken, like maybe like a little crack on a cup or anything?
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Perception.
Yeah, you can see that most of their cups are actually cracked. They have
Alright, so, like trying to be somewhat sneaky about this without like anyone seeing, can I just go over there and throughout like the next, I don't know, couple minutes just like use mending to try and repair them?
Sure. Is there like there's no time limit on mending? You can just use as many times as you want?
I think it's just like once every 6 seconds or so.
Okay.
And it's a cantrip, so it's no spell slots.
So how are you like mending them? Do you want to explain to me kind of a visual?
Like if I notice any cracks or anything, I just want the cracks to just like the parts that the two edges of the crack to just like pull together and make it so that nothing is like cracked or sharp anymore.
Okay.
I just want to like
so you're just
child-proof the cups.
Okay, cool. So you're just picking up the cups and you are basically child-proofing them. So you're just kind of like, maybe you're cleaning the cups or something, and then they're just getting mended at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you just placing them back up in their like angled cabinets, like you're just putting them up there as you're like fixing them? Okay. And then
I'll cast mending on the cabinet to try and get it to like lift back into the right place. Just make it straight again.
Okay, so you're mending the
He's a
cabinets.
good guy, everyone. He just fixes your home.
He's just fixing everything, yeah.
After that, I'm just gonna like join the group in our like bedding area.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to do for that.
So you just like you
side.
fix everything and just lay down after that. Like I
Yeah.
feel better. Okay, and then at the same time,
It's my OCD guys.
yeah, at the same time, the wife is actually she's finished making like a needle out of wood. She's been like kind of cutting it into a fine needle, and she starts to sew you guys, you know, some woolen cloaks out of like the burnt sheep's wool that she has. So it's kind of like it's like enough sheep's wool to cover you and to warm you a bit, but it's pretty tattered. So she's gonna attach like longer curtains, like she's tearing her curtains off, you know, to then make like actual full cloaks. So they're going to be wool over your shoulders and kind of like down towards your midsection, and then on the curtains they're actually like a pale yellow, like a dirty pale yellow.
Instead of using the curtains, can I give her my traveler's clothes to sew stuff to?
Sure, yeah. So she can sew the wool to your traveler's clothes. Are you wearing traveler's clothes, or are you?
No, they're in my backpack.
Okay. So yeah, you hand her the traveler's clothes. She's got like a table propped up that she's like doing all this tailoring on. So you hand her your traveling clothes that she can sew the wool to. So you can wear the traveler's clothes that you'll be warm enough out there. She's also putting together more of like a hood out of the. She can do like kind of like the. She would use the pale cloth pale curtains, the yellow curtains, plus a little bit of wool on the inside to give you a nice warm hat. Is that okay, or do you have something else, some other sort of hood?
I'm gonna just like tell her that it's not necessary for me. I'll just tough it out on the hay.
Okay.
Actually, if she could take the blue cloak that I have
Mhm.
and like extend it so it closes around me like a
Like a full
just like a
cloak?
really large cloak,
Hmm.
and just
You
sew
mean
wool
like
to the
a-
inside of it.
Like a poncho.
Yeah, kind of like a poncho.
All right.
And
Do
it
you
would
guys
just
want
have
her
the
to do that
Wilton-
with all of your cloaks? I mean, Xavier, you don't have cloaks, so she's gonna make you a new one because you don't have a shirt, you don't have a cloak.
That's
She's gonna
what-
make me a
that
shirt and a cloak, huh?
Yeah,
Out of
Way,
wool.
that way it's not.
That
stopping
doesn't
her
sound
from-
scratchy at all.
yeah. So
Actually, I'll offer Xavier my my traveler's clothes, just as like a here.
Oh wait, did I lose the blue cloak?
whatever you were wearing at the time.
Oh yeah, we should have 3 of the blue cloaks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Am I just naked or like what am I wearing?
You have like pants on.
Okay, good. Not completely naked.
And you're not completely nude. Your shirt's just missing. So Abel steps up to you and holds out a grouping of clothes that are more like made for travels. He just quietly takes it from you, and he just like stares at it.
Take it, friend. No one wants to look at you.
So he takes the clothes and he goes. "Hmm?"
I'm sobering up a little bit, so I snatch it from his hand and I'm like, whatever you need, good sir.
Sure.
And Algrim and Lillian are kind of just looking at the cups. Well, Algrim's not because he can't reach it, but Lillian's looking at the cups that you fixed, and she's very curious about it. She's like, "How did you fix these?"
Oh, a little bit of magic. Don't worry about it.
Huh?
Wink.
A little bit of pixie dust and believing.
She's like, "We haven't
Maybe a
seen
little bit
it."
of clapping as well. I don't
And
know.
some lodestones.
She's
And
like,
some lodestones.
Lodestones, okay. Yeah, so you guys are basically, you're getting new cloaks. So anyone who already has a cloak, she can sew wool on the inside of that and attach like a longer piece of cloth on to fully cover yourselves. Kristen, you said you wanted it attached to your traveler's clothes, or do you want it all kind of encased, like your hood and everything in one piece onto the traveler's clothes with an enclosing cloak?
I mean, I don't have a cloak, so it's just like extra.
Well, you have the green cloak from the Redeemers.
Oh, sure, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she makes you okay. So you and Erebos both have things to protect you from the cold.
Yep.
Abel has refused to take that, and then Xavier now has new clothes from Abel. And she's offered to make you, protection from the snowy weather as well. Xavier, do you accept it?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna make that. She's gonna spend the night kind of making those. And she also makes one for Crane, and she has just enough materials. Actually, she doesn't have enough materials. She has only enough to make enough for Velkin, Erebos, Xavier, and Crane, and then just enough to make something for Abel if he wanted. Or he can make it for the gnome, or she can make it for the gnome or for Lillian. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna step off to the bathroom real quick. You guys can chat amongst yourselves in the house.
So what are your stories? I'm curious.
I killed a man for an orb.
I believe that.
I'm
Sad.
playing keep away.
And how about the 2 that aren't crazy?
Well, I joined up with the Redeemers and had a mission out this way. Yes.
Were they?
He says, who are they?
We're a band of people who get things done.
Did you forget what the Redeemers were?
I did forget what the Redeemers do.
Mercenaries to me. I'm not sure if this is the best group to travel with.
It is. It is.
If
Are
you
you
want to get
sure?
stuff done.
I'm sobering up a little bit, so I'm like, I say to him, oh, well, if you would rather sit here and wait, as I like notion off to the kids over there who need attention like 24/7.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
You could. Here's pretty much what he's getting at. You could either come with us and let your little friends here entertain the children to help the poor villagers. And we can sneak out the back. You don't have to deal with their shite anymore.
I'm sorry, but I've traveled with them much longer than I've traveled with you. And to be quite honest, you're the only sane one that I've actually spoken to. The one over there is honestly crazy. He was in a tree earlier, and I haven't.
I was drunk.
Once.
I was
Nice.
drunk.
Fine.
What any of you are doing?
He's
Why
fine.
would
He does that.
Leave
from
my
time to
group to
time.
join you. Please explain that.
He does that all the time. Don't even worry about it. It's
That
just
doesn't
what he
make it any
does.
better. I don't
It's-
know you.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just a little quirk. Don't worry about
Lillian
it.
steps over to you,
It's
Abel, and
fine.
she's like, Abel, it's fine. They need someone like you to keep them in check. It seems like you may be able to assist that man. She points over to Xavier.
I have after hearing this guy go on a rant for like a second, I pull out a knife and I'm scratching my beard, and I whisper to myself, "Looks like we have another one that needs to go."
Yeah. She's like, maybe
I
you
really
can
hope
mend
you
his
cut
mental.
yourself and,
Maybe you can mend his mental inaptitude.
Wait,
With your
hold,
healing
did I
words.
miss something on why these kids are such a big deal?
They're just rambunctious little children.
Yeah,
They're
but
just-
why is everyone saying we have to entertain them? They're not our kids.
I don't know. That's what Erebos is saying.
Why are we so concerned with these kids?
The
Like, who
kids
gives
are
a
now.
shit?
They kick the door down and they're like, yeah, and they're running through the house. Yeah, yeah. They're running around the house.
The point is to get him to come with us, but he's just not having it.
Well, yeah,
what
but
fucking
what,
help here?
why would it help with him abandoning his group to go with us and
Because I'm
babysit two
running out
kids we
of
don't know?
plot. Because I'm running out of fucking plot devices here. Okay, how about a little help here?
The point's that we're all going north. We're more, I guess, encounter based, and they
Okay.
play instruments. So
I got
that's
this.
the
So
leverage.
so Crane, he's like, whoa, 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 everyone, calm down. Now, I'm sorry, your name was again, pointing to the.
Abel.
You're Abel. You said you're a group of bards. I'm sure you studied in a bardic college somewhere. Have you heard of the ancient frost god songs or songs like Ode of the Festering Soul?
I'm sorry.
It's called Ode of the Festering Soul, I believe. Or Ode to the Festering Soul, might be something along those lines.
And how do you know of this song?
Well, when we, my people, the Frostbloods, I'm sure
My
our
people.
group, my people, when we were bringing things to the tower and the icy peaks to worship the frost god, every time the door would open, I would see a musical sheet fluttering in the wind, and every time I would read a little bit more of it, and that's just what it said across the top of it. I figured it was of some importance, but I didn't know if it was something you'd be interested in.
Well, Olgrim, it seems I've caught somewhat of a lead of what I'm looking for. I thank you for assisting me in my greedy quest. If you wish to return to Dora Lagain, or wherever the troop wants to go, I'm sure I'll find my way back if you're willing to let me off with them.
Algrim turns to you, he's like, well, we've been traveling together for quite some time. I'm sure we need a bit of rest from each other. We don't want to leave you alone, though. We'll stay here with the village people, and we will wait for you. Upon your return, we will come back with more songs. You'll bring back that song, and maybe we'll head over to Dora Lagaine and storm the streets. Just the three of us.
This sounds like a really cheesy movie.
I just like that we
Just
have
the
the
three
village
of us,
people
man.
in here.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
I'm
say
not sure
three.
how long it'll be, Algrim. Lillian, if we're not back in 5-6 days, head back to Dora Lagaine. It's easier to make a living there. And I'm sure I'll return to you soon enough.
It's like, well, never forget us. Shall we see
As
you
if
in
I
Dora?
could.
Shall we see you in Dora Lagaine? Hopefully, it's in one piece.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, they're gonna let you do what you need to do. They're gonna stick around in the village for a little bit, and then they will make their way back to Dora Lagaine to wait for you. You know, to see. They want you to be successful on your journey, but they also don't want to leave you completely. So they know they're close enough to the icy peaks in Dora Lagaine that they may be able to see you again, or venture out to find you.
Isn't
Well
it-
then, you crazy fools. We've got some sheet music to find.
Isn't it still nighttime?
It's coming to nighttime right now.
Oh, so why are they saying all
Yeah,
these goodbyes and
but-
stuff?
Yeah, I wanna rest, man.
Pretty
I
much
got
gonna be
2
leaving
hit
in the morning,
points.
you know.
Uh-huh, okay.
Like, you know, it's better to say goodbye now than like when you're half asleep.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
And then one of the children's like been staring at you the whole time. It's a little girl, and she just goes, and she's like rubbing her eyes, like fake crying. She says, "I'm so sad."
Is there a door?
Is there a door?
Yeah,
Or
can I
is she
shut
outside
it?
a door? Yeah, can we close the door?
You close the door on her. Just real slowly.
No, I want to just close it. No, not slowly at all.
Okay, yeah, she was standing outside the door and you closed down her. She's like, "Hey, hey! Let me back. I live here."
Let's go.
Oh, we
go
do
lay down.
Joey.
Yeah. You can see her hopping outside the window, like just the top of her head is like, "Hey, hey, let me in!" And you see all the windows around, like she's just hopping up near him. She can't get back in. You closed it hard enough to where the door's not opening.
Well, no, it's not an
Oh,
outside
man.
door. It's a door inside the house.
Oh, sure, fine. A door inside the house. You're in a separate room now, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, hey! You see her fingers coming, like underneath the door.
Well, she's like you said, she's a small girl, but she has the voice of like a grown man.
Yeah.
That's like, trying to get somebody's
Hey.
attention.
Let me in there. Yeah. She's got her fingers underneath the door, trying to like reach in.
Or like she's scratching the wood underneath.
Yeah, she's
trying to
very,
crawl
very
herself
energetic.
back
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, she's very energetic.
Alright, I have enough of this because I feel like we won't be able to get to sleep until we please the child. So
Roll
I
me a
open the
Constitution
door.
saving throw, Xavier.
Ah,
Wait, so you're trying to open the door right now?
this is gonna kill me, isn't it? Hold on, Constitution.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't
Kinda
fall
feel like
asleep
it
when you
would-
open the door.
Kind of feel like it would be a wisdom saving throw.
For what?
Mhm.
He's just. I'm trying to see if he's exhausted because he's been like hurt up in a tree, like not getting really that good of sleep, and he's like,
Oh, I thought it was because she was hopping up trying to get to annoy everybody.
no, but you said you opened the door, right? Xavier,
Huh? Yeah.
you said you opened the door.
Yeah, I'm opening the door for
Okay.
the kids.
So it opens
See
outward?
What's the matter?
Okay.
What's the matter with her?
What's the matter with you? So you open the door and her hand gets stuck under it as you're pushing it out. So she's like, "Ah, ah!" And you get splinters all in her hand. She's like, "Oh, Mom, Mom!" You get splinters
You're the
all
worst
through her hand.
person.
She's crying for real this time. And then her mom is like, "What happened? What happened?" And she's like picking the splinters out.
I explained to her your child was trying to get into our room and she was being a little obnoxious, so I had to open the door, but her hand was still underneath the door, and I point to her hand and said, it looks like she might have hurt her hand.
She's like,
Can I-
"Well, sure, go ahead."
Can I go over to the kid and just like get down on one knee, grab her hand and just like put my hand over it and then just like silently try and cast Cure Wounds on it.
You're putting your hand over her hand to heal her?
Yeah, just like.
And while her mom is holding her.
Sure.
All right.
Not weird at all.
It's getting creepy as hell.
He just
He
steps
got on
over
one knee,
quietly.
too.
Shh, little girl, come here.
Oh, I didn't set that up right. All right, that's fine. It is 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier, so 1d8 plus. All right.
So yeah, you're able to. The splinters start to kind of peel out of her hand and fall to the floor, and the wounds like seal up. She's like, "Thank you, Mister." This'll help me
She's
through.
like,
She's like, "This'll help me throw rocks even better."
Now, don't try and get your hand under doors. It's not safe. This can happen every time. I know from experience. Now, go be kind to your parents and go to bed.
Sure thing, sure thing. She runs off. She lays in like one of. She immediately jumps into one of the hay piles, and like tries to fake like she's sleeping.
I ask if there's tape or some kind of thing that we can put underneath the door.
You're asking who? The mom who just like destroyed her daughter's hand? If there's something put into the door.
Yeah, good point. Never mind.
I'll see if I can cast like mending on the bottom of the door. See if I can just smooth out the wood.
Okay, you're just.
Oh yeah, how are we gonna get out then?
Well, it's not. You're not stuck under the door's not stuck. It's just her fingers got caught under there because she had her hand underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're smoothing out the bottom of the door. Yeah, it's no problem. You're just smoothing out the wood there.
You're just fixing these people's house.
Yeah, you're helping them fix. They're maybe you should stick around. You know.
Like you just the more you stay around, the less you look like a bard, the more you look like a handyman.
Yeah, you got like a tool belt on. And,
Yeah, it's
They
turning
don't
into
call
like
me
a
Abel for nothing.
HGTV over
yeah,
here.
he's like, all
He's
right.
got like a pencil in his hair.
Trade the loot for a hammer.
Yeah, he's like, guys, this is how you fix the cabinet here. You want to put a new hinge on there, and you want to put the swivel. All right, so yeah, so
You want to make sure this door is plump. Like,
Yeah. you want to make sure there's a flush bottom molding here, and so he's fixing this door up for them. So cool. You're fixing it. You start swinging it back and forth, and it's moving smoother than before, and you're good to go. Are you guys gonna get some sleep now?
All right,
Yeah,
I'm done. I'm
please.
just going to bed.
Yeah,
I want a long sleep because I need
No
it.
more words. I'm just out.
All right, so you guys each pick a spot. Who's gonna lay next to the girl? Because there's not enough.
Whoa, I thought she wasn't
What
in the
girl?
room.
You thought
Yeah.
she wasn't what?
I thought she's not in the same room.
No, she came in. She just jumped onto one of the hay piles and faked like she was sleeping.
I want to go lay somewhere else. I don't want to be by the kid.
All right, where are you gonna lay?
Yeah.
I don't know, anywhere, but...
Is
Alright.
it cold outside? Like, does it get cold outside here?
At night it does, yeah.
I guess. Are we doing? Okay, so are we doing a long rest or a short rest?
Long.
Okay, good. I guess I'll sit next to the kid. Maybe protect her. Ooh.
Does it look like it's gonna?
Well, if Valken does not sleep in the room, there's enough for all you guys.
Yeah, I'm sleeping in, like, the floor in another room.
All right, so you're gonna sleep in the kitchen underneath the kitchen table.
Sure, that's fine.
All right, cool.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright, question. Does it look like it's gonna like rain during the night, or does it look clear?
Go ahead and roll me a
Perception?
No, roll me a nature.
Nature.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
The dad's out there like.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Oh.
Oh.
A 0.
He's never seen like anything from
He's-
nature before.
He's never
Yeah,
looked
guys, I've
up.
never actually been outside. I blindfold
He's never looked
myself.
up. Yeah. He's always looked at the
Fine.
ground.
Grass.
Guess I'm not sleeping outside then. 'cause-
Yes, you think that it's gonna be like a hurricane outside right now.
Alright, I'm gonna just go sleep on the inside and just, snuggle
Feels
with
like-
my loot.
Feel like giants are like throwing ice together above you to make hail.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are getting some sleep. Velkin, nestles up underneath the kitchen table. We've got Erebos, Xavian, and Abel who are able to get a nice rest in the hay bales in the room that they've, gone in. Crane slowly closes the door and kind of, makes sure it's nice and snug as he goes and he lays down beside you guys on one of the hay bales or hay piles and places his cane next to him. You guys get a long rest and you are undisturbed throughout the night as the children are so tired from running around and screaming at the band
Oh boy.
that they've slept through the night. So you wake up, you wake up to a rooster.
Go ahead. You raggy.
Alright, so you guys wake up to a rooster, calling.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Can I comment on the rooster? It's just like, man, I thought I was feeling bad.
You can do whatever you want, yeah.
Who fed the rooster wine?
Alright. I'm gonna just wake up and before anything else I'm gonna just tune my lute and my violin.
Nice. So you're tuning. Alright, and then, so you guys are in the room. So you're in an enclosed room. The kid is still knocked out. She's, super tired. She's holding her hand, like this all night long. Just, from the wrist, and she's got it, close to her face. Because she's so amazed by the magic that was cast last night.
Whoa.
Whoa! Okay. She turned into a surfer from the 90s. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys all wake up.
Alright,
Alright, so you guys are all awake. What would you like to do?
let's get on the road. We got all our stuff, right?
Yep, you have all your stuff except for the new cloaks that she's made. Crane opens the door, and as you open the door to the kitchen, you see that Velkin has woken up. She's laying underneath the kitchen table, and the boy child is now laying on the floor, not close, not right next to Velkin, but he's laying on the floor in the kitchen too, because he saw her sleeping there, so he wanted to sleep there too. You can also see that. You can also see that the wife has set up 4 makeshift coat racks for you guys for your cloaks. Sorry, 5, including for Crane. Actually, sorry, no, 4. It's because Abel didn't want one. So it's just Velkin, Erebos, Xavian, as well as Crane. There are winter cloaks for you guys sewn together. She's standing there and she says, how do they look? Try them on. I might need to make some alterations, but they should fit you well. And the husband's actually just coming into the home as well, and he's bringing 4 chickens that he's cut their heads off of and plucked.
Okay. Alright, I try mine on. Alright, this will do great.
I'm gonna roll
Thank you.
performance to see how well she fit them to you guys.
Alright.
This is for Velkin. This is for Erebos. Oh,
Holy
God.
God.
It's super tight. It's super tight on you. This is for Xavian, which it's average. And this is for Crane. Oh my God, Crane's fits perfect.
Goodness.
He's spinning in the soundset of music. The hills are alive. It's it's perfect. Yeah. You guys, it's super slim fit to him too, so you see all his muscles and everything in it. But she's that looks a little snug on you. I can loosen it up around here, and she's tugging on your shirt and everything, pulling you around in different ways, and maybe here, up here, yeah, that definitely needs to be loosened. She's kind of messing around with it. Are you gonna let her kind of make alterations while it's on you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, she's able to make it.
Instant regret.
Yeah, she's able to make it more comfortable for you in the 3 different areas. Just very average fitted cloak.
Okay.
All right. She says, "Well, we've kind of placed a couple water skins on the table here for you, and you can take them with you, or you can leave them here. It's up to you."
Excellent. Thank you.
All right, so there's a water skin for each of you guys on the table that's filled with well water.
Okay.
Sorry, say that again?
There are enough water skins on the table that you guys can take, and they're filled with well water.
Okay.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Or yours is poisoned.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Pun police, pun police.
Okay, yeah, so
That's a poison.
you guys are ready to set off. Would you guys like to start heading north towards the icy peaks?
But because you'll yell at me later, I have a water skin already on me. Can I fill that before leaving?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll let you fill your water skins at the well if you want.
Okay.
Are you gonna try to pull the well thing up, like to get that pulled up and fill it?
I mean, if my only option is an actual well, then I guess I have no choice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, there's no other, like, I mean,
Water, come here.
Can
Roll
I
me a
help her do
nature.
that to fill mine too?
Sure, roll me nature to see if there's any other form of filling your water nearby. Oh god, yeah, no other form.
I will say though, it is in my stuff where I'm able to be.
You're able to find water and food and stuff like that, yeah,
Yes.
but there's a well nearby that would make it easier for you to fill it.
Well, then should I roll for? What would that be considered for the well?
For the well, I mean, you can. Just honestly, no, you guys are fine. I'm not gonna have you roll for that. I'm not gonna have you break the
Okay.
freaking rope and like drop the thing. It's gonna cause much more problems. So, you guys are able to fill your water skins, Erebos and Velkin, and yeah, so you guys lower the bucket back down there.
It's fine, guys. If you break it, I can fix it.
Yeah,
I was gonna
if
say
you
we're gonna
break
be
it,
here
I
all
fix
day
it.
collecting water.
Mending.
This is gonna get Three Stooges right here.
Yeah.
Broken can forever.
Okay. You guys can see ahead of you up to the north. You can see that there is snowfall. There are some mountains that are covered in snow and that, and just past the pines, you've got maybe about 3-hour trek until you're in the icy peaks. Are you guys gonna just leave now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who's
I'll say
leading
my
the
last
way?
goodbyes to
I
my
think-
bros, and then
I think
yeah.
Crane is because he's the one that knows where to go, right?
Are you saying bye to your buddies?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like a peace, fam.
Yeah, they bow to you and
Shalom.
they they're waving with the other
Salam alaikum.
the other villagers. They're just waving. They're like, bye, Abel. Good luck on your travels.
Oh yeah.
And then
Right.
Algrim runs up to you and he's like, Abel, take this. He hands you the Song of the Scoundrels.
Oh my goodness.
Please, you
Alright,
put it to
that's
good
the
use.
thing that I have now. All right.
I've got a copy, don't worry. I made a lot of copies.
I wrote it down last night.
Yeah.
Can I say this?
God.
I really think since he's playing a bard and he has this song, he should use his guitar and actually play it.
No, we're not
can't
gonna
actually
do that.
play guitar.
I
What's
know
up?
that would be great.
It's
Just
not mine.
just strum some
Last
random.
time I tried playing guitar and it was like apparently it wasn't very good sounding. So maybe
Well,
not.
the thing is, we don't want to have a bunch of dissonance on the Discord right now.
Of course we do.
No, we don't. It's already tough enough with everyone.
Well,
like,
if he
being
rolls bad,
delayed.
it'll just make it more realistic.
Yeah. Everyone just rolls bad all the time. All right,
There we
so
go. That's production value.
who is leading the
I
party?
said Crane because he was saying
Crane
He
is
knows the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know the way?
All right.
No,
Plus
do we, my
two.
brother.
All right, so he's leading you guys north, and then let's see. We are going to let me just open something up real quick. Doodly doo. Don't mind me. I'm just opening something that has nothing to do with you guys at all.
Oh no, guys, we're about to get attacked by 3 beholders.
Yeah, 3 beholders. That would be a
I'm
good
out
plan.
TPs.
And Tiamat too. Can't forget him.
No, he's not unlocked yet. All right, so
Yeah,
He's around.
And face off against the Tarask.
yeah,
Oh, we got a 1.
There's the Tarask.
yeah. All right, so out from the
Ancient red dragon.
yeah, as you guys are walking, you can see that up ahead of you, there seems to be 3 men in blue cloaks, and they're kind of just standing there waiting for Crane to step up there. And he waves and he says, "Hail! It's Crane. I'm back."
Oh shoot! I just thought about it. We have to play alone.
Wait, hang on, I missed that.
How
Say
many
that.
of us are wearing blue cloaks right now?
I lost mine.
I don't think anybody is.
Mine is the only blue cloak then?
I think so. Yeah. There's 3 people in front of you wearing blue cloaks, standing at the base of the road to the icy peaks, and Crane has just said, "Hey there, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
I'm back." All right, awesome. Good conversations.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, what do they
That's
do?
what.
to
Is that
his-
what? Is that what the
Girl.
guy says?
What is their
He's like, "All
reaction
right, awesome."
to?
All right. Awesome. Their reaction to Crane coming back?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
They don't say anything. They motion him closer, and then they
Oh, no.
kind of like they hold up the number of people that are back there. So what? It's you 4 and Crane, so it's 5. So he holds up 4, and then he holds his hand like for you guys to stay.
Real quick, if I see like anything happening, like anyone pulls out a weapon like they're gonna shoot at us, I'm gonna cast vicious mockery on them. Just so you know, like I'm not sure
Someone
what's going
wants
on
to
here,
die.
so I'm just being prepared.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
Are you yelling that out loud?
No, there's your vicious mockery.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we were told to just stop.
They told you to stop. You can do whatever you want to do, though.
Okay, I mean, I guess I will
Or I'm just gonna continue walking.
pause. I mean, what does Crane do? He's the one that's kind of leading at this point.
Yeah, Crane says, "Let me handle it."
I
Okay.
stopped.
They're gonna
Crane.
take him away. Better kill him.
Do they seem? Can I roll to see if like
You can roll
they
insight.
seem kind of shady?
Yeah, they're currently in shade.
Insight, you said?
Yeah, insight.
Ah.
Yeah, you don't know yet. It seems very odd that they're blocking the road.
Oh.
Yeah. Can I also roll insight?
Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Do
mean,
I see if any of them have weapons, like visible
perception.
ranged weapons?
Perception.
Perception.
Damn.
Yeah, you don't see any ranged weapons attached to their back, but you do see scimitars on their sides.
Oh shit.
So, yeah. And Crane is still kind of turned around to you guys and he says, what do you think we should do? Do you want me to handle it? I can do this.
Well, does he not
If you
recognize who
believe
they
you
are?
can dissolve this situation, I'll put my faith in you this time, friend. But
Go and handle it.
I don't like this.
He says, Falcon, they're my people. I can talk to them. We might be able to get through. I don't know if I remember the passcode,
Oh no.
but I think I can handle it. I think I'll remember.
How many are there?
3,
There
I
are
think.
3. He's going to try to remember the passcode. It might have been Zimzam Bibbly Bam, or it might have been Bam Zam Zibble Bam. Or it might have been something completely different. I don't remember. Don't recall. If they try to...
Bardic Inspiration.
Does our bard like have any spells that like he gives him
Nope.
better insight or something?
Nope.
Hmm. Is he already walking up the peaks, or is he just trying to sit there and remember?
He was just trying to remember it, but he's like walking. You can hear him talking to himself. He's walking up to them.
Can I attempt perception to see if there's any other people around, minus the 2 that we know are there?
Sure.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Oh my
perfect.
goodness.
Here,
Definitely
For a
not.
second, yeah. For a second, you think that the people that are standing around you, your friends, are different people.
Yeah, I'm also gonna roll for the same thing.
Yeah, you don't see anyone.
Ah, okay, good.
Alright, well, whatever. I mean, I guess we can only just kind of let him go up there and see what happens. He's probably gonna die, but oh well.
We can try to save him, maybe. But then it'll be like last time. Live.
Alright, just real quick, I'm gonna like, put my hand on Erebos' shoulders, pull real close to him, and in Elvish say, if this goes to shit, I'm fucking out of here. And that's it, then I'll just like step back.
He said that in Elvish,
Yeah, I don't
right?
know.
Yeah.
And I'm an elf.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to disguise it from you, as from the people around us.
I reply back, fair enough.
Question. After sleep, does Davian gain back health?
Everyone has.
Yeah,
Everyone's full.
everybody did.
Okay, just making sure.
And I'm level 2 now, so now I have a little bit more
Yeah.
than what I did.
After a long rest, you get full health.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess just let him see what he can do. Talk to him.
Okie dokie. Yeah. So he's gonna just go up to them and chat it up. So you just see him kind of walk over there. You can't hear what he's saying, but hold on. Let me just. I'm organizing everything over here because I have to have like 50 things open. Let's see how the conversation's gonna go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be going well, and he motions for you guys to come over.
Okay. So what's Zim Zam while Bim Bam?
Wiggle like a bing bang.
So, real quick, do I see anyone behind us?
You don't see anyone behind you.
Okay, then I'll go with them.
Okay. So yeah,
This is the shit I'm running. Should remember that.
Xavier
Xavier remembers.
will remember this.
All right. So your group is walking up to them, and you can see as you get closer, they are wearing full blue robes, and they actually have like markings across the robes, like different runes, and then they have these two skulls that hold their cloak together. And they have like blue, like etched stones in them, like kind of like turquoise eyeballs that kind of hold them together, as well as turquoise fangs.
Eyeballs.
Yep, and turquoise fangs that kind of adorn them as well. And then they look
Fancy.
over, like the kind of the bigger one of them, because like there's like two smaller ones. They're not super small, but they're kind of like medium size. And then the bigger guy is like, "What brings you to the icy peaks? Our friend Crane here tells us you've been helping him."
Indeed, we have. We found him. He was in a bit of a predicament, and so we helped him out of it.
Did you play a little ditty for him?
I speak up and said we are interested in joining. Some of us are interested in joining the what was it? The Frost God cult. Or I don't remember the name of the cult. But it's like the
Frostblood
Frost Lord?
Mercenaries.
Yeah.
I thought it was yeah.
So you say some of us are interested in joining the Frostblood Mercenaries?
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna. Are you lying about it, or are you being truthful? If you had to do that, okay. So they're gonna roll insight on you.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Roll,
You can roll a deception, yeah.
Yeah.
Contested, yeah.
What do I roll for deception again?
Deception.
That's
Deception.
Yeah.
D20 plus charisma modifier.
And if you're proficient in it, I think, right?
It's charisma.
Yeah, it's charisma.
Yeah. So D20 plus 1.
Is your charisma modifier 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Says, well, the only one who seems devoted would be that man in the middle there. What is your name, sire?
Are you speaking to me?
The man in the blue cloak, child.
Oh, he's talking to Erebos.
Aye.
Are you sick? Are you sick? Speak up.
A little bit, actually, yeah. I am interested in joining.
Are these your slaves here?
Aye. Yes.
Alright, roll me a deception roll.
What kind of races
This is gonna get
are
bad.
Oh.
Oh my. Are these your slaves? We're straight up a decked out, just dragonborn, walking around with some armor and a giant weapon. Got a dude with some knives and a dude with like 2 instruments.
Hey, they don't know. Maybe this blue coke is trained in all the arts.
So
Maybe
one
he's
of
Dangerous.
Clearly not.
one of the guys grabs Crane by the shirt or by the cloak, and he's like, "What are you trying to do? You trying to sabotage us?" And he throws him to the snow.
My friends, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. We are only here because we were helping this man Crane out of a dirty situation that he was in.
Well, I actually am genuinely interested.
We were
in
the
joining.
dirty situation.
They don't need to know that.
Just based on who you're traveling with, it's a weird scenario. So they're not too happy. They're not too thrilled. We just had 2 people lie to them. Yeah, they're not really that happy. So they pull out their scimitars.
Please.
Oh. Can I pull out?
For just a moment. We helped him out of a situation. He was being chased by some of these rangers, and we helped disperse the rangers that were chasing him. And we promised to bring him here. In exchange, he would tell us more about a song.
I raised my hand. Well, not in game, but it's like to you guys. Like, when did he know about this? He just joined us.
Yeah, you didn't know anything about that.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
You're not serious.
Listen, lads.
So he's
Listen,
looking at
lads.
you like crazy.
Sheathe your blades. There's no need for violence here.
I think there's only need for violence. We can't let you pass.
Why not?
Because we can't have you corrupting the Frostbloods.
We merely wish to go past
okay,
this region.
okay.
We don't have any interest in your frostbloods.
I pull out the scimitar that Broden gave to me, and I say, I was sent here on an important mission. You can believe what you want, but we are supposed to follow you to your frost god.
Alright, so them seeing that scimitar, they sheathe their scimitars and they're like, "Where did you get that?"
From Broden. He sent me on a mission.
Deception.
Deception. Dang it.
Don't forget that I'm wearing Broden's cloak.
I don't think it's any different. I personally believe that it would look exactly the same.
The cloak didn't look any different. It's not adorned with anything
Okay.
in particular, yeah.
Okay.
So, because the reason being, most likely, based on what you guys would think military-wise, is they don't want to show this is our commander, so then go ahead and get him taken out, you know? So, yeah, you're able to lie to them. And they say, "Well, Crane, we're sorry about that." And he picks him up, brushes him off, and he says, "We didn't know you were on a very important mission here. We'll lead you safely through the passage to Maneaver's Tower to speak with the Frost God, if you're interested. Follow us." And they start leading your group along. But they say, "No funny business."
What kind of race are the? Can I tell what kind of races they are? In the
As you get closer, you see there is one drow, there is one dragonborn, all white, and there is one burly human with a bunch of stubble and a big, huge mustache, black mustache.
I thought there was only two.
Alright,
of them.
so
What's
I
up? There are 3 of
sheathe.
them.
Huh? Yeah. So I sheathe my scimitar, and I whisper to those 2 in Elvish, and I say, "You're welcome."
I'm gonna just
Drow
type it
out.
out. I'm just
Well-
typing. Oh, no, I'm just typing it out.
Well,
so-
they can't like say, because I just defused the situation. So if anything, that could have been it.
I'm just saying I'm typing these out. It had nothing to do with what you're saying. Dragonborn, human, male, large, big
Large
mustache.
and in charge.
Okay. So yeah, they start leading you guys
Large,
across
big
the passage.
mustache.
Large, big mustache, yes.
Why's it gotta be white?
Does he got? Does he have a 10-gallon hat?
No. Okay. So we're going to continue our trek with the Frostbloods, and you're going to get advantage on the rolls to get to the place you're looking to get to. So we're going to have the Frostbloods lead you along. Oh my God! Luckily, you have advantage for a 5. Awesome.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so you're just trekking along. So as you move, Abel, you're getting very, very cold.
No, piss.
See, you're pissed. You're cold and pissed.
No, I just said piss. Can I? Oh, I already gave him that shirt. Can I throw on like my set of fine clothes as well?
Sure. So you just like stop
Yeah.
walking, and the group starts walking away from you. You just like unpack your fine clothes, and you're just like, oh, it's and you're like
Just to
putting
try
on.
and get on another layer, try and stay a little bit warmer.
Yeah. So you guys see that he stops, and he's like throwing his backpack on the floor, and he's like trying to just pull his clothes on. You just leave him behind. Okay. So you guys keep walking. Let's see. Just trying to find something.
Come on, lad, keep up.
He doesn't
Put some
react to you.
more
He's just
clothes
putting
on.
clothes. He's just putting clothes on.
You can put more clothes on when we get there. Come on.
Oh, all right. I'll just try and whatever I could get in that little bit of time, like prioritizing like a cloak or like a, I don't know, a robe or something.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you put like you managed to just very lightly pull the shirt over yourself, and you're kind of like organizing yourself while you're walking, kind of just trying to tie it together. But your hands are shaking. Your appendages are getting very, very cold.
Rip. I made a mistake.
Okay, so we're gonna continue traveling deeper into the frigid landscape. And they're like, it's not much further! They say, watch out! And down from the mountain, we have
Advantage.
we have a big boulder that's coming down from the mountain. Wow, advantage, and I rolled the same thing.
Oh boy.
Alright, so we're gonna roll dexterity saving throw, everybody.
Everybody rolls a dexterity saving throw.
Correct.
Wait, what do we do? Just hit dexterity?
Yeah, there's a oh my god, there's a dexterity saving throw next to your dexterity thing. I think. Yeah, there should be a saving
Yes.
throw section.
Saving throw.
Watch out! Ugh.
Look out! You guys all have inspiration, I think, right? Or I gave somebody inspiration.
Oh yeah, he gave us all inspiration, right? Because
Yeah.
Well, not you, Abel, because you're new.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Not you. Everybody
Can I
else.
use inspiration to reroll that?
Yeah, that's right.
You can, yeah.
I don't see saving
Okay.
You don't see saving throw. Do you guys want to explain where saving throw is on your sheet?
It's right below proficiency bonuses.
Yeah, it's right next to your
Oh,
health,
okay.
like directly to the left.
God, that's still not
Yeah, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it because I need. Yes, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
What the
Roll me
hell?
a strength save. Roll me an athletics, Xavier.
Athletics.
Mhm.
Okay. Athletics.
I'll give you an
don't
athletics with
I have
advantage.
acrobatics.
You have athletics. You do have an athletics. I know for a
Where
fact.
is it?
If it's not showing up, just roll the
Fourth
d20.
down.
It's a D20 plus strength modifier.
Shoot. Yeah, because I don't have any strength.
Alright, so you dive. So while the boulder's flying down, you see that your friends are right in the path of it. You just charge. You're like, ah! And you dive and tackle them out of the way.
Awesome.
So you hit all. Well, you don't. You hit Erebos and Velkin. You tackle them both. You grab them kind of one in each arm and just pull them into the snow. And the boulder rolls past in between the three of you and Abel, and just continues down the hills.
Oh no.
Crashing.
Well, Abel can dodge it, I think.
No, Abel already. He was just standing far enough away from it to where it
Okay.
wouldn't hit him.
So what about the rest of the guys?
Good on you,
Let me roll
lad.
for them.
Right.
Good on you, lad. Thanks.
Oh yeah, they're good because I rolled an 18 for the bigger group, and then I rolled a 19 for Crane. But they're kind of like lower to the ground now. They're like, "Be careful out here." All right. Everyone's super quiet all the time. It's just like, "Be careful."
Listen, we just dodged a boulder. What do you want us to do?
We dodged the boulder, then they warned us about it. I think we all just want to be sarcastic right now, but we're not. But we're trying not to do it.
My
Okay.
friends are falling boulders like this common? I'm not familiar with this area.
It's very treacherous.
Okay, thank you. I
Very
guess.
informative. The Frost God will answer our calls.
All right. good
When
to
it's
know.
our time, it's our time. He just keeps saying those types of things.
Yep. I got it.
Crane's
Got
just like
saved.
giving you a thumbs up, like, yeah, I agree.
Thank you. I'll just give him a thumbs up back.
All right, cool. So yeah, you guys are just, you can see the tower through the snow that's kind of sifting down downwards through the hills and through the peaks. We're walking along a pretty thin bridge now at this point. Across there you see the tower's base. So we are going to just move a little bit more. And yes, we are at the base of the tower. You see these two huge wooden doors that are there, and they have like mail slots. What it looks like that's where they would like slide things through. And there's also big, huge like metal rings with the same symbol that you see on their chest. So like that skull with the turquoise eyes and turquoise fangs, they're on the knockers on the door. And they step up to the door and they knock 3 times. They're like, "Minerva, open up! It's the Frostbloods. We've got another shipment." And so it
Not
takes
sure I
them.
like being called the shipment.
Maneuver.
Yep.
The neighbor.
It takes a bit of time, but you see that as as you're waiting, you can see like. Actually, everyone roll me an Arcana.
Arcana. Arcana! Arcana!
Arcana check!
Oh yeah.
It's a 19, a 17, a 6.
Oh
And a
yeah!
6. Okay, so Erebos and Xavian, you're able to make out that there's some sort of magic that's spiraling down the tower. It's like a blue sparkle that's kind of coming down. Velkin and Abel, you see it, but you might think it's just kind of snow. You know, it's just extra snow.
Fancy.
Fancy snow, yeah. So you see Erebos and Xavian, you know that this is some sort of spell that's traveling down the tower, and it lands on the door, and it kind of, you know, it goes around the borders of it, and the doors start to creak open inwards, leading you guys into a snow-filled hallway, or like a snow-filled lobby. And there's no one in there yet, but the Frostbloods start to walk in as the doors open.
Are there any like fires or anything that I could warm up nearby?
There are 2 braziers that are in
Alright.
front of you. They're glowing a bright blue.
Are they warm?
You run up to it, so you run through them. Or are you running up to it, or what are you doing?
I'm just gonna like, as we're walking in, I'm just gonna like kind of scooch my way over to it to see if it's warm.
Okay.
I would
So-
imagine this whole place is ice cold.
I mean,
It's a coin
one can
fire.
only hope.
Yeah, so you go up to the what is a fire, and it's actually just a light source. So it's just like roll me Arcana again.
Arcana.
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 Arcana! Arcana!
Yeah, you can see
11.
that you might have seen this through like your bardic studies that this is just like some form of spell that would emulate fire, but it's just a light.
So it's just like an everlasting light. All right.
Yeah, yeah. So you're still
And
pretty
this
cold.
place is ice cold. Like, how long does he have? Because I am curious, because he's been in the cold for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really move your hands.
Oh. Hey, would any of you mind letting me borrow your cloaks for a little bit?
I would, actually.
As he gave you his clothes.
I'll give him the one extra shirt I have, the traveler's shirt.
Okay.
I'm putting that shit right on.
Alright, so now you have 3 shirts stacked on yourself, and you're kind of like stuck. Like,
Does
with your arms up in
he
the air.
like do a little T-pose walk?
Yeah, he's just while he's walking through things, he's just kind of wobbling back and forth.
But am I any warmer?
You're getting warmer.
Well,
Your hands.
mine, keep in mind, mine had the wool sewn into it, so it should help.
Wait, no, you had your traveler's clothes. So
I
you're
had
not...
her sew the wool to the traveler's clothes.
Okay, well, what are you wearing right now?
I had the normal clothes with the cloak, and then I still have my pants with the wool.
Okay.
Also, keep in mind, I'm a goddamn dragon, so I'm not gonna get cold as quick as anyone.
Yeah.
I'm a goddamn dragon.
Here, let me warm you up with this acid breath.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so she hands you her warm clothes. So you're starting to warm up. Are you gonna keep your hands out of the sleeves, or are you gonna pull them?
Oh no,
out?
this shit.
He's
like,
gonna do like the little high school thing where he like puts his arms and
Yeah.
everything in his shirt.
Oh yeah, you know, like in my sleeves, and I'm just like huddled up like this to try and just warm up.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you're huddled up. And you're starting to warm up. Your hands are starting to get feeling, but it hurts a lot. You know.
Man.
It's just pins and needles on your hands. And as you guys are standing in the corridor, a blue orb kind of floats towards you, and it starts to speak to you. It says, "Welcome."
Another orb.
Yeah. Welcome to the. It says, "Welcome to the tower of the Grand Wizard Manever. What brings you here?"
I speak up because I say, we are on a quest to find your frost god. We were sent here by one of your commanders, and I unsheath the scimitar to present.
Well, Manever does not follow the Frost God.
Oh.
He has no need for petty squabbles. What is it that you bring to us today? Is it the scimitar?
I suppose, yes.
Place it here, upon this marble slab. And it, like, out from the side, it, like, spits out like a very slow moving marble slab. Just like circular pieces start to connect together. Have you brought a sacrifice with you today?
Yeah, that was part of it, but then the other thing was like,
And then one of the cultists says, "Yeah, Crane, did you bring a sacrifice with you?" And they look at you guys as they're stepping in front of the doors that are behind you.
Goddamn.
The 3 of the cultists.
Not re-rolling another character.
They didn't specify what type of sacrifice, so I pull out my pan flute.
Okay, and you're placing the pan flute on there?
Yeah.
Genius.
it was alive at one point.
Alright, roll me, I don't
And
even
I'll
know.
throw my human teeth in there.
Oh my God. Are you throwing your human teeth into the pan flute? Is that what you're doing?
Onto the slab as a sacrifice.
Okay,
I'll-
so I see
I'll
a pan
sacrifice
flute
4
fly.
of them.
Yeah, I see a pan flute fly onto the marble slab, and you pour 4 human teeth onto the slab. And then the orb is like, "Thank you for your sacrifice. One moment, please." And like it starts to dissipate into like
This is a very futuristic setting orb.
it is very futuristic.
Thank you.
Wah, 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 wah. It's like scanning it, and then it kind of dissipates.
Transaction denied.
Yeah. Please enter your
Yeah.
PIN one more time.
God dang it, I've done it 4
Sacrifice
times
one more
already.
time.
That's
And then,
how I would be.
Crane's like, he walks up to you guys. Are you guys in like a grouping? Like, how are you guys placed?
I would assume we're just, like
Can
a
I just
group.
like Like,
Well, I'm a step forward because I was the one that got us here.
I'm gonna just like kind of meander around the room, see if I can find anything, specifically the sheet music.
All right, roll the investigation.
Investigation.
And then Crane walks up to Velkin and he's like, Velkin, I think they're going to need something of greater worth. He's like kind of trying to whisper.
Well, that's a pretty pricey pan flute, so I think we should be okay.
Yeah, but the Frost God requires flesh and blood in addition to a pan flute of such great value.
Out of character.
He's just whispering.
Weren't they
Okay,
just
he's just
saying-
whispering.
Weren't they just saying that
Shoot.
this had nothing to do with the Frost God? This is just what's her face?
Well, what the
Minerva.
orb said was that Minerva does not care for the Frost God.
Okay.
He has no need to
So-
deal with petty squabbles.
Did I hear that he needs flesh and blood?
I mean, you're nearby enough to where he's whispering to her, yes, you would probably hear.
Okay. I hate to do this, but I think I have an idea.
Are you gonna cut off one of your fingers?
I interject and I
This
put
is Saw.
a couple of my rations on the table.
All right, your ration. Thank you for your transaction. The rations
gonna-
disappear too.
Womp womp.
Yeah,
I'm gonna like walk my way back to Erebos and just in Elvish, kind of trying to whisper so that the Drow doesn't hear. Be like, I think we should find ourselves out of here. I don't think it's safe to stay here much longer.
By the way, just so you guys kind of know how the room looks, so you have an open hallway in between the two braziers leading forward into like a darker hallway. It's not like pitch black. You have a bookshelf off to the right of you, and that's where the sheet music is hanging.
Oh,
Yeah, and there's a table there with just kind of some basic like candles and like some writing
Do
utensils.
the elf peeps see anything else since they have low light?
The Drow can see. The Dragonborn can see.
yeah.
Are you saying what? Are they seeing anything else down the hallway?
Yeah, like I think any.
You can see a painting
I
in
don't know,
the
we would have to
hallway
roll
of like
perception, I
a
think.
of like a guy who's just kind of leaning back in a throne.
How visible is the bookshelf to everyone? Is it just like
It's
out
very
in the
visible.
open, or is it like an out? Okay.
What's the feet away from it?
I mean, you're probably like 5 feet away from it, 6 feet away from it.
Okay.
It's not too far from you.
If only I had Mage Hand.
Same.
Art.
All right. Yeah. So the guys who are behind you are like they pull their scimitars out and they're like, "Come on, one of you up there now. We don't have all day. Every time we bring something small to him, we never get through. He requires flesh and blood." This is the Drow talking to you. And
Shit.
He's like he's pacing back and forth, kind of aiming at each of you.
How large of a sacrifice do you need?
Well, the one time we put a gnome up there, he didn't seem to like that. He needed a couple of them. So that's why we raided the gnomish village.
Well, at least they were just gnomes.
Yeah, some of them were feral. We got them from the Temple of Forgotten Knowledge.
Oh, I have an idea. Oh. So there's 3 of them, right?
There are 3.
I'm gonna walk up to Xavian, and I'm gonna whisper in Elvish. You know, they wouldn't make bad sacrifices, would they?
No, I don't think so either. I say
roll initiative.
A whisper.
Oh yeah, let's roll initiative.
Yeah, roll initiative, because the thing is the Drow was walking back and forth to Zabian and them talking. So like now you were up there just talking in Elvish to them.
Yeah. I'm trying to roll, but it won't let me.
We have to go to the other page. Hold on a second, guys. Calm down.
Okay.
Calm down.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. Ah.
All right, if you go up towards the top, you'll see the 3 blue dudes here.
Oh man, I love the 3 blue dudes.
Oh,
That's my favorite.
it's the blue
That's my
band.
favorite band.
Okay.
3 blue dudes.
Why are they not connected? Hold on. Run free, Ghost. Run free. Okay, give me 2 seconds to line everything up. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2.
Buckle my shoe.
3, 4. Shut that goddamn door.
Shoot the.
Okay, it's Xavier, then we got Abel, which I don't have a token for him yet. So.
I was gonna have them like get closer to the sacrifice and like say like, oh yeah, I have something really heavy in my bag. I need like all of you to like come and get like help me out up for the sacrifice. And then it's like I would have pushed them into it.
Just like out of character, I feel like that really wouldn't work considering you did just carry your bag like through a mountain.
They don't know. I mean, like it might be magical.
All right, fair
Bag
enough.
might
Fair
be
enough.
magical.
It might be
a haversack.
magical.
You don't feel weight with a haversack, do you?
No idea.
Let's put that down there.
Okay, that's your turn order.
I'm still trying to roll initiative. They won't let me.
Yeah, we're not in the thing yet.
Yeah,
We have to show up in turn order.
You have to click on your token and then roll initiative.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Where is my token?
We push the red one right. No.
I think this
Which one do we
token.
click?
There we go. 6.
Wait. What do I do it? There's 3 little things. Which one do I click?
What do you mean 3 little things?
Your token,
I clicked them.
and then you roll initiative.
Oh. Yes, I'm not the brightest man, alright?
He's saying this out loud in game. Just noting.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
the
this is
brightest
100% canon. Yeah. Hey guys, where do I click? I'm seeing like 3 little things about my token, like.
I see we
Then you
need
hear
to
the
burn
little-
one at the stakes over here.
You hear the blue orb chime in. Access denied.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Please try another button.
Yeah.
Please try again.
Oh.
Please press the any key.
Where the fuck is the any key?
Okay, alright, so now we are currently in combat. So, let's see. Move this over here.
How large was the room?
I have no clue. I mean, you guys are pretty close. You guys are
The
probably.
DM
like,
doesn't know.
here. I mean,
And
I don't
floors
ever deal
behind
with
them.
spacing. It's not really a big deal to me, so it's just like more of like you guys are probably several feet from each other, not like 30 or 40
Well,
or
what
60
it's like
feet.
what we're in's like a grand like foyer area thing, right?
It's like as big as like if you've ever seen Beauty and the Beast, it's like the main lobby area there. It's not a big
Okay.
area. It's not like you can like there are.
So is there staircases? Am I expecting Bale to come down from one of those staircases here in a minute?
There's no staircases in this current room,
What else is this?
but you can
like-
see leading upwards. You can see like there's like other staircases that are spiraling out from the upper portions of it.
Mhm.
Is there a way to leap onto it or to?
You can try to climb the walls. There's like kind of like Gothic architecture that you can probably like try to climb on.
Yeah, Gothic architecture that might come to life if you think about it.
Maybe.
I need
Right,
to
so
go
out
Gothic
there, my
architecture.
character's not the most like manly character, so when I said that, I probably would have put Xavier between me and the drow.
You can
Yeah, well,
position
you
yourself
walked
however you are.
out of, huh?
You can position yourselves however you guys want right now.
Oh wow. You sure you don't want to go by the tank character?
I don't know. Might run away again.
Which ways are the other people facing?
Hold
What
on
do you
a
mean
second.
again? You weren't there.
This is out of character, alright?
Yeah. Get out of me.
Oh my
Where'd you
God.
go? What is that?
Can I go
What
that
is
far?
that?
Whoa.
Is that the orb?
Yeah, that's the
Oh my God, it's
orb and
getting closer.
it's the orb and the
Scary.
thing you guys place it on.
Wait, where did Erebos get? Oh my God,
Someone went on
Erebos.
top of him.
Chill out, I'm joking.
Oh, you know what? This will be easier for you guys. This is easier for you guys. What am I doing? Okay, you're
So
over
how
in
much
this
distance
area.
I have to play around with.
Alright, so you guys are within this. This is more of like a tower setting. Okay, move yourselves. I'm not gonna move you anymore. Because I keep moving it and it keeps like shifting backwards. Alright, this over here is like probably the hallway. Or no, sorry, actually where Erebos is would probably be like the
What are
hallway.
the 3 things that pop up above our character thing?
Don't worry about it. There's
Okay.
nothing for you guys to worry about.
So are the 3 things at the top where everyone
The
else is?
green one is help.
Okay, so you're outside, Kristen? You have to be inside.
No, I'm trying to figure out what are the 3 things at the top, the other people, for the third
Yes,
time.
the
The
three
three
people?
blue guys?
Yeah.
Yes. Which are they all looking at us, or are they facing
Yeah.
other directions?
They're looking at you guys. They pulled their scimitars out and they're ready to pretty much sacrifice you on the altar. Let me find an image for Crane since he's a recurring character. Let's see what we have here.
My question is, Crane gonna help us, or is he gonna just stand by?
Oh
with
yeah,
it?
that's
like.
that's a valid question because this is kind of his god.
Yeah.
Guys, what are you doing?
What are you doing in my swamp?
Oh, praise the frost gods!
We're sacrificing some people to your god. Jeez, chill.
Chill, man.
Like,
I
chill out.
mean, some of your brothers will have to fall.
I'm trying to find a good image for him. You guys can kind of figure out your combat plans if you want. Let's see. Crane, where
Alright,
are
so
you?
I've got an idea.
Uh-huh.
We attack them until they're almost dead, and then we sacrifice them.
Or we could
Didn't
sacrifice them
specify-
out. We could sacrifice them alive. We could just push them into the orb, but I think it would kill them instantly.
I mean, we don't know. It's just been a floating orb to us right now. Like,
Oh shit. So when it says thank you for your sacrifice, is it just sitting there? Or
What,
is
the
it
orb?
No, like the sacrifices, are they still there?
No, they dissipated, like I said earlier.
That's what I'm saying. Shoot, I should have
Oh,
hang on to
yeah.
that scimitar.
What, you put the scimitar on there?
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, it's gone.
rip.
Thank you. For
But
your-
no, now I say I didn't.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
We will just say that this is him.
Well, I actually thought you didn't put it on there. I thought I put the pan.
You know
food
what? I
instead.
didn't actually say I put it on there. I was just like I presented it to him, and then he's
Yeah,
like,
'cause
put it
then
on
you
the
paused,
stool.
And then that's when I
Okay.
put the pan food instead.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I didn't do it then. Aha!
How far back does the hallway go?
Just about as far back as the hallway is here. Like, this is pretty much the same size.
Oh yeah, so this is where we enter from.
So I get an
We'd
extra
be, like,
45
back
feet to
here.
play with.
You are here, so that's how far you have in front of you.
That-
Why is our rogue in the front?
But your hallway, you're saying, like, if you're going back in the hallway, you got about like 30 feet back that way.
Okay. That's what I need.
Let's touch that 60 feet though. It's minimum.
Are you still adding Crane in?
It's not bad.
No, Crane's there. I'm trying to organize our map because it's all jacked up. Hold on, let's see. Map. Like zoom this out or something.
Do you want to go break while you're figuring all this out, or?
I mean, if you guys want to take a break, yeah, you can take a break. I mean, I have the map up. It's just that it's gonna be super tiny. Well,
I just need like 2-3 minutes.
yeah, you guys can take a 2-3 minute break if you want to. I mean, we're gonna just go into combat when you come back.
Yeah.
So it'd just be like coming back, relax and everything, just
Yeah.
immediately.
Coming
going
back
into
relaxed to then go and destroy everybody.
screaming. Yeah.
Whew! What's up, Gagnor and Sim? How you guys doing? I see a bunch of people in here I've seen normally, native, that are still in here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you guys all for hanging out, by the way. Really appreciate it. I know we're kind of like, we're trying to, everything is smoothing out as we play more and more games. But it's still a bit of a rough road right now with Skype. We're going to try to figure out a different way to connect via video chat because Skype's just been hell for us to get people
Really?
connected.
Has it been that bad?
It's been really bad. Like, the connection is really bad too. Like you'll see
Well,
Shadowfire.
you have to like you are streaming, like there is going to be a little bit of disconnect.
It's not even that. It's just in general. Like the thing is, like we have a good enough internet to where it should be able to support both, but it's just it gives us issues. Unless you guys want to come out to Chicago and then we'll record in our house.
Yeah,
or
no.
something.
Let's just get a big old thing in your tiny room and yeah.
It's not a tiny room. We got a whole living room to us here.
Oh boy. So we're gonna put like a giant desk in the middle of the living room.
I don't care.
Okay. Chicago, man, let's go. Where's my plane ticket?
Every
You're buying
Saturday,
for
you
us,
guys
right?
just come out to Chicago.
Chicago.
Is that how we talk?
I will add.
I guess.
Coming into this battle part,
Mm-hmm.
Crane, I believe, does not have weapons.
We hope he doesn't have weapons.
He has a cane.
Yeah, Kane, but he was prisoner, and I don't think we ever gave him a weapon.
Oh, that's
So,
true.
He's weaponless at
But the thing is, right now we're not sure if he's gonna help us.
Yeah, that's also true.
My apologies.
We'll probably have to convince him, saying these guys are not following your frost god. They would not rather sacrifice themselves for our cause. You know. I'll try to say like they're betraying the frost god or something, so maybe he'll help us.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, Kristen, they're all back.
They're all back.
What is that?
What?
I don't know. Lots of crunchiness. That's all I know. Jeez, that is the loudest thing ever.
I'm sorry, it was in a bag.
What is it?
It's dinner.
Food.
Oh.
Ebola.
Okay. All right. Welcome to combat.
Ebola.
Welcome to combat.
Welcome to combat. Cultist 1.
Can I take your order?
Yeah, welcome to combat. Can I take your order? All right, Cultist 1 is going to dive right towards the guy in the front there.
Ah,
with the rope.
shoot.
Get
Yeah.
onto the altar! It's the drow is
As he
running.
just like.
Yeah, the drow. Actually, he was right next to you. So the drow's running up to you with his scimitar, and he's like pushing you with the scimitar towards the altar itself. Go ahead and give me a
shoot.
contested strength, contested strength.
Strength check.
Yep. Oh man, he's so weak. He's like, get
on the
on the altar!
altar.
Yeah,
Come
get on the
Come
altar!
on, guys.
So you start
come
pushing
on.
him back.
Just get on.
So you guys move like back this way. So you guys are struggling.
Just like,
You like grab a hold of his scimitar and you're like pushing back and forth like ah! The other cultist is gonna run up and try to assist though. He's gonna grab you from behind.
shoot. I need help.
Get on the altar! This is the
Is that their
Dragonborn.
catchphrase?
Yeah,
Get
just
on the altar.
Get on the altar. Get on the. Oh my
Oh
god!
my lord.
He rips you from the drow and throws you across the room.
Shoot.
Let's see how many feet you roll. You fly.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
I'm gonna say you land at the base of the altar. You don't land on the altar.
Shoot,
Like,
I need to
on
get
the
away.
altar. Oh! Boom! You hit the ground.
I
You
need
slide.
help, guys.
All right, it's Abel's turn.
I have 30 feet of movement, so are we counting diagonals as 5 feet or as 10 feet?
5 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Will they be able to defeat the cultist? Find out next time. No, we're not.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I'm gonna head here.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the Dragonborn.
Okay. He's to your left.
So, yeah, the first one to my left.
Mhm.
They have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
That is 8.
Oh, I rolled a 1. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well, good. So, do I get
That's terrible.
proficiency? Okay. Well, first off, they run their full speed away from me.
Wait, hold on. Are they being frightened?
No.
So,
Dissonant Whispers is a wisdom saving throw for them. If they fail, they take 3d6 damage and they run their full distance away from me.
so they're actually, I'm pretty sure, being feared. Like being frightened.
Sounds like it.
It didn't say frightened in the...
But why would they be running away from you, you know? I'm pretty sure that means they're afraid of you. Because doesn't Dissonant Whispers, isn't it like something like terrifying?
Dissonant Whispers.
Either way, what's the number I have to beat?
The number you have to beat is 13, I do believe.
Okay, well he failed anyway, because they have advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened.
Okay.
That's their dark devotion.
Right.
So
Now
3d6 you said?
3d6.
That's a lot of damage. Alright, as he's running, he runs directly into the wall and just he's totally knocked out. Boom! He's like, ah! Ah! Hits the wall and just falls onto the floor, motionless.
Your souls shall suffer here.
There's sacrifice one.
Yep.
And it's a fresh one.
And
Right off the Barbie.
everyone's full health, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I step into the altar, it's bye-bye forever.
Alright,
And by the way, asking that question is going to have no bearing anymore.
yeah.
Because you
I'm
don't
sorry.
actually know.
I forgot. I will use my bonus action then to use Bardic Inspiration on Xavian.
Okay. What does that do?
Raise me up.
Oh.
So on any throw before the DM decides what happens, could be before or after the throw, you can roll 1d6 and add that to the number that you rolled
Oh, okay. Cool.
within the next 10 minutes.
All right.
Nice. All right. It goes over to Erebos if you don't have anything else in your repertoire. Abel.
Alright, I move down 30 feet down the hallway, and I fire my arrow at this guy.
Okay.
I feel like he's been doing that all game.
He's like he's kiting him. That definitely hits him.
24 with a 4.
Yeah, so
Back up, throw arrow. Back
your
up.
arrow flies and pierces his chest. He stumbles backwards, but he does not fall down.
I'm a ranger. I'm not meant to get up close and personal. I run away and kill you from far.
And he says, "Come and fight me like a man!"
I got your manhood right here.
Are you grabbing your sack or something?
Yes, I'm grabbing my junk. Just shaking it right in front of him.
Wow. Well, you're very far away from him in the dark hallway. He probably can't see you.
Doesn't matter.
All
He
right,
heard him, so he might have a good idea what he's
All right,
doing.
so Crane's looking around, worried. He's like, ah! And he just runs towards the cultist.
I knew it. I knew it.
And he pulls the cane up and strikes across his face, but falls flat on his face next to the cultist. And then the drow is like, "Crane, you traitor!" And he's ready.
Oh, okay. So I thought he was like running to them to aid them. That's what I thought was happening.
No, it goes over to Velkin.
Huh.
I want to try to shoot the one that Crane's closest to with my.
Redeemer Longbow.
Yeah, that one.
You don't want to use Heather's feathers?
No, yeah, it's Heather, but it's the same bow.
They're two different bows.
They're both longbows, same damage.
I know. You're just shooting with the Redeemer's longbow. You got two
No,
longbows.
I'm using Heather.
Heather's feather? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Featherson, thanks.
Oh, sorry. Heather Featherson. My bad.
So I just click that?
Yeah, you just click the name. Boom.
Longbow
22
has
to
a
hit.
D.
Longbow has a D10.
The Redeemer's does.
Both longbows, I'm pretty sure.
Longbow, I could have sworn was a D8.
Pretty sure it's a D10.
Well, I mean, you just added them, so they should have been.
Oh, I'm checking right now. A longbow, how much do you do?
I think it is 1d8.
I'm checking. Longbow. We have
Longbow, range
1d8.
weapon.
You're right. Yeah. Okay. So we'll have to change that bow
Yeah,
damage.
see, I
Yeah.
don't use that.
Well, we'll give it to you because we didn't know about it until now. Then, so 7 damage on that guy. He goes down. So you strike
He's
him.
dead.
He's dead. Yeah, because there was no saying that he was not going to die. So he says, "Crane, you traitor!" And then through the mouth, just an arrow. And he just
Alright.
falls to his knees and then slumps over.
As like a second action, can I start to make my way to him to throw his body on the altar?
Well, you can move. So you haven't
Oh,
moved
yeah.
at all.
So yeah, I want to do that.
So you have 30 feet of movement.
Okay.
So if you use the ruler, you can like angle and see how much. You can move right up to. You said you want to grab his body immediately.
Yes.
All right, so you're just gonna run up to his body. The next turn, you'll have to pick him up and move him.
Okay.
So move your token.
Whoops.
You just run
Right.
halfway. You're like
Right.
unsure. Okay, it goes over to Xavier now. You're prone, so you're gonna have to use half your movement to get up.
Okay, so half my movement. So,
Correct.
all right. Is it one of my turns to? So is one of my turns to move, or do I have that as an bonus
Movement is
action?
its own action.
Yeah.
And then you have an action, like an actual action.
Okay.
And Kristen, by the way, keep in mind you have action surge, which lets you do 2 attacks.
I'm gonna move right here. I think. I don't
Okay.
think that's too far. And I'm gonna point to the guy with the arrow into him, and I'm gonna say, "You fool! We can't die on this mission. We are an important mission. If we sacrifice ourselves now, our mission would be for just. It would be for nothing, you know."
Hmm. You're saying
So I'm trying to tell him to like throw himself into the altar for the battery for the frost god, you know, do this self-sacrifice.
He says, "Why would I sacrifice myself when you've killed one of my cultists over there? Throw him on the altar."
I would love to.
Okay then.
How was your day?
For the frost god.
For the frost god.
He
Are
slams
you
his
feeling
head.
good?
All right, so are you not threatening him anymore? Are you guys trying to kill him? What's going on?
If he believes our ploy, then I'm not threatening him anymore.
Okay.
I
so-
would be happy to forget the fight.
All right, so what are you gonna do?
I'm going to toss his 2 buddies, the one that's knocked out.
Well, you can't
And-
grab both of them yet. It's still turn-based.
Well,
so.
okay. Well, I want to help Velkin toss the dead one onto the altar
Yeah, which
and
one's the
then
dead
come
one?
back.
The one with the X on it.
I know, but which one? The human?
The drow.
Oh, drow. Okay.
He was my favorite.
He was the sassy one.
Unconscious is the human, and then the
No,
top.
unconscious is the dragonborn.
Oh. Okay.
Actually, we
one's
should
the
get
human.
him on because he might be the biggest problem. Let's get the one that's unconscious first. I'm saying this out of game. I'm saying we should probably get the one that's unconscious because he has the ability to wake back up. This other guy up here, I don't think he's gonna bother us anymore because I'm trying. I guess I said that.
Just
Or is he convinced that I'm doing this for the frost god or?
He's
or
saying
what?
for the frost god to throw the dead guy onto the altar.
The dead guy.
Yes. He's
So he
preparing.
can't-
He's preparing to go up to the dragonborn to assist him in waking back up.
All right. Yeah, we'll get the dead one, and then if we have to go back into combat, I guess we will. So yeah, I wanna help them on their turn to pick up the dead guy and move him over to the altar for
Okay.
sacrifice.
Is
Yes.
Crane gonna help?
Crane is He's flat on his face right now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'll say you guys are able to move him over there. You used half your movement to get up, and then you came over from there. So you have like 5 feet of movement to drag him.
Okay.
So you move him like
5
here.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
Alright, so you guys are dragging him. Now Cultist 2 is going to move over to his buddy and assist him. So he's pulling out like a healer's kit and he's trying to get him back up and running. Let me see. Alright, cool. So he stabilizes him. So he's like using his healer's kit to like use smelling salts and everything to wake him back up. You just crash right into the wall. It goes over to Cultist 1 who's dead, I believe. Yeah, Cultist 1's dead. And then Cultist 3 wakes back up with 1 hit point.
Stay down.
He's like, did you hear that? There was something speaking to me. And he's like, no, I didn't hear anything, fool. Now stand on your 2 feet and let's move. So he picks him up and they're getting ready to pretty much like move over towards the hallway. Abel, your turn.
Alright. Since Xavion's in earshot, in Elvish, I'm gonna ask him, just like whispering kinda, so that no one else hears, but are we killing them or are we letting them live?
That's a good point. Outside the game, I kind of like, I get the idea that they're not like, this isn't even a thing. Like, this is just like some weird thing that they're just trying to get to Mineva. Maybe Mineva is like against the Frost God, so maybe they're trying to kill her or something. So because the drow is dead now, they don't have any communications as far as we know. So I say we should kill them. Yes.
Okay.
Does anyone else in the party know Elvish?
No, I don't.
No. Well, I
Erebus.
mean, like it's
I
me,
know
Erebos, and Fire know Elvish. Yeah.
What does Crane know?
You don't know.
We don't
What
know
is-
if Crane knows it or not.
Well,
What
you
does
know. That's what
Vulcan-
I'm saying.
I can't tell you that.
Oh, well,
You never investigated. You
I
never
can't tell
asked
you
him.
that's
well, no,
that's
but his
confidential. Jay.
actions would be curious.
Elvish.
Crane, hey, do you know Elvish?
Does Velkin know Elvish?
I don't.
Or, I mean, what languages do you know?
Draconian, Common, Undercommon.
So you guys are talking out in the open, just like, what languages do you know?
Alright.
I know this language.
Negative.
Sure.
Oh, that's interesting.
Abel's just like smelling the floor. What is he doing? He's just...
I'll move there
Okay.
and I'll end my turn.
Okay. Erebos.
I'm just gonna stay back here and wait, see what happens.
Okay. Roll me a
So you're not
perception.
doing anything on your turn.
Roll me a perception, Erebos. Thank you.
Woo!
All right. You hear footsteps from the hallway to your right.
To our right, so
Yep.
over.
No, not
oh,
you.
shoot.
Erebos is the only one who hears this.
Isn't he outside?
He's in the hallway.
Well, no, I'm trying to figure out which one is right. Is it this one?
So Xavier, you have no clue about anything of this. It's a straight hallway. This map has nothing to do with like the way it looks in the hallway. This is
Yeah,
just
I
for
know.
battle. So he's down a hallway right now. He's by a painting that you guys saw down the hallway if you had dark vision. And there are 2 hallways that split off to the right and to the left. So then on his right side, he heard footsteps, and he said he ended his turn, so he just hears the footsteps walking down towards him. Then we've got Crane, who's going to pick himself up, and he's going to grab a side of this guy here and use half his movement to move over. So he used 5 feet there, and then he has, I believe, 10 more feet to move. So he's going to help you guys kind of pick this guy up and drag him right there. And then Crane also says across to Velkin and you guys, he's like, guys, I think I'm in big trouble. Alright, Velkin, it's your turn.
Alright, well.
Yeah, you can pretty much drag him over
Yeah, I'm
there at
gonna
this
put him
point.
on the altar.
Okay, so you guys all move over there.
Ah, no. I actually had a bad feeling.
Right, he gets placed.
I still have a bad
to the
feeling.
top.
Oh well.
I wanted to kill him before we opened the door.
Kill who?
The remaining guys.
And what door are you talking about?
The door that they're like scooting
Come on, dude,
towards
we don't know
to
your
wait for
thoughts.
open.
Jeez.
This way is already open. This is a hallway. This is what they're walking towards. That Erebos is down.
Yeah,
It's open. There's no door blocking it.
but they're okay. Well, what they're like waiting for a door to be opened though.
No, they started walking towards the hallway.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
All right, so Velkin, you throw him up onto the altar,
Mm-hmm.
and then his body just starts to disintegrate. You see, like his flesh starts to melt off into like blood, like pure blood. It's just all blood draining off of him into these orifices that are around. These like kind of cutouts that are around in the marble, and it kind of just drains the blood into them. And then you see the bones just turn into like ice and then shatter and like particle up into the air. And it says, "Thank you for your most adequate sacrifice. Here is your reward." And then from the center of the marble thing, it opens up, and a singular metal gauntlet arises.
Hmm.
Dibs.
And then also, you see that miraculously, just some golden coins are starting to appear. Ding, 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 ding. There's like a bunch of different coins.
I want to snatch it.
Jackpot!
Snatch, you're taking the gauntlet?
Yeah.
Alright, so you grab the gauntlet.
I pick up the coins.
Alright, so you're just like sifting all the coins like,
On my next
off the
turn, yeah.
table. Oh, on your next turn. Okay, so.
Well, I
she's
mean,
got
it's
the
on my
gauntlet.
turn.
Yeah, she's got the gauntlet.
Now it's your
Now it
turn.
goes to you, and you just grab
I'm
all the
going
coins.
to. I'm gonna sweep up all the coins and then take them for myself.
Well, can I really quick? Just is there anything like special about the gauntlet, like the way it looks or anything of that sort?
Yeah, so it's a straight plate gauntlet, so it's got like sections and rivets and all that in the glove area. It's a black glove, like leather glove that's underneath it. It's got a bunch of gems across the back of the hand, so it's actually got like 4 stripes of topazes across the back, and then there's like very ornate just filigree across the fingers. It's not an infinity gauntlet, no.
I know, that's what I was just thinking.
No, you guys are.
Well, it's just like it's got jewels across it, and it's like
And then it goes into like the section that, because it actually goes all the way up your arm. The section that goes back here is like a dragon eating the gauntlet. So it's like a dragon
I want to ask
skull.
Crane
Whoa,
if he
that's
knows
cool.
what this is.
You're just gonna it's not your turn yet. So.
It's still my turn. What are you talking about?
No, you had an action to throw him up there, and you moved
Took
to
the
throw him up
gauntlet.
there, and you took the
Oh.
gauntlet too. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was bonus action.
Okay, Xavier, you have to explain to me how you're picking up the coins.
Let's see. I take my bag, or I take my little coin purse or whatever you would call it, that holds all of my money in it, and I just kind of use it as like a dustpan, and I like walk along the floor as I'm trying to pick it up.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you're walking along the floor trying to pick them up? They're on the altar.
Oh, on the altar. Okay, well then, in that case, I just like, shoot, if I put my hand in the altar, does my hand dissipate?
Oh, I don't know. Does it?
I don't know, does it?
The gimpiest rogue.
You have a sword.
ever.
You can try and use your sword.
Okay, I'll use my long sword to kind of like
Start
scrape
scraping.
You have a torch.
scrape the coins off the altar and into my bag, because I'm scared to lose an arm, and I need an arm. I
Okay.
need it bad.
Go ahead and roll me, and I think it would be considered. Let me see your sheets. Hold on. Let's see. I'm opening up Erebos just to look at it. So don't mind me.
Do I see this happen? Like,
I don't
the
know,
gauntlet-
because you are. You are in the center of the room, so I guess you would see that it's happening. Yes.
Do you want me just to like roll perception?
No, that's fine. I mean, you guys are in the same room.
It's not your turn.
It's not your turn yet. Let's see. Oh, roll me acrobatics for your sword play.
My sword play? Do you have to say it like that?
Yep, I
well,
have to say
anyway,
it
it's
just
a
like
crit.
Nice. Yes, you're able to sweep all the coins off in one fell swoop onto the ground, and you start picking them all up, like and you get 325 coins.
Woo! There we go. On the board.
Well, that would have been nice to specify how much before.
I said there was a bunch of gold coins popping up, but you said
Yeah,
I want to grab the
that
gauntlet.
sounds like 20 coins, not 325 coins.
You said I just want to grab the gauntlet, so I said cool. You grab the gauntlet. Boom. You grab the gauntlet. Real quick.
Next turn. Yeah.
Actually, they're both right.
So you said 300.
But sure, 325 coins in one turn.
That's just a couple coins. Don't worry about it.
You can see him just picking up all the coins. Of course, as a group, you would probably say, maybe we should ask him for some
Oh,
coins.
but it's not my turn, so I can't. So.
I know. Do we have to
Like
go?
the rogue's gonna give me coins after that. Whatever. Go on.
Oh, you're so offended.
About it
So
later and
offended.
Steal them from him. It
Well-
doesn't matter.
Well, come on, you're gonna actually ask a rogue for shinies back?
So I said no.
Seriously?
It's too late.
Okay, well, when you
Well,
say
Games throw-
when you say I grab the gauntlet instead of saying how many coins are actually out there by asking that question,
Well, I kind of didn't get to finish my turn completely, but whatever.
you
it's
did
fine.
like
Go
3
on,
things
go
during
on.
your turn. So
Carry on.
okay, be offended, sure. Cultist number 2.
Continue.
Cultist number 2 is going to start climbing the bookshelf.
He's climbing a bookshelf.
Yep, and he hits.
Okay.
He punches a brick on top of the bookshelf.
Okay.
I need a dexterity saving throw from everyone nearby the altar.
Ah, shoot.
Am I close enough, or do you want? Am I good?
You're good. It's just the 3 people up there.
All right.
All right, you guys all fall through like a trap door, but you hang on. So all 3 of you guys are just dangling, and below you is like a 60-foot drop.
Woo! Not survivable.
And then the cultist is like, "For the Frost God!"
I yell back, "Fuck you!"
The other cultist pulls a book from the shelf, and he starts reading something and pointing at Abel.
Oh, is that why he's just like standing away? You're such a dick. I kind of felt like this would happen. Something bad was gonna happen.
Yeah. I need Abel.
But not to me.
Let's see real quick. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Sorry, I have to get to it. I have like a million books open, so just hold for one moment, please. Okay.
Please hold while we consult.
Please hold.
Let's please hold while we consult this trapdoor that you're about to fall in.
The question is, who do I care about more? The person I've never really spoken to, or the crazy person?
Okay.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Alright, I need a wisdom saving throw from Abel.
What do you need from me?
A wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
saving.
Wisdom save. You got it.
I can
boss.
only imagine this is not gonna go well. Yes.
Alright, so yeah, as you're like looking over and you're just kind of like, I don't know what you do. Do you have any sort of fidgety thing you do when you're just waiting?
I mean, I probably just twiddle my thumbs.
Alright, as you're twiddling your thumbs, they freeze up and you can't move.
No, son of a bitch.
Yeah, and the cultist walks up behind you. And he says, there.
Don't you do this to me.
You can't talk at all.
You say
Oh,
that.
it's your turn. Go ahead and roll me another wisdom saving throw. He's right up behind you,
Again?
breathing down your neck. He's like, well there.
You want me to roll it again? Or?
Yeah, wisdom saving.
Let it happen.
Oh, God. No. Oh, nice.
What did happen?
Yeah, so you break from the spell.
Alright. I cast Dissonant Whispers.
You just turn to him and say it again.
Your soul. will
Oh, sorry,
suffer
yeah, it
in
says at the end of
deepest
each-
pits of hell.
Sorry, you can't do anything. It says at the end of
I
each
can't?
of your turns, target can make another wisdom saving throw. On success,
Oh,
the
rip.
spell ends.
Alright,
turn.
never mind then.
Okay. I was like, that's very underpowered. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, Erebus, it's your turn. You see this happening, but you also still hear the footsteps.
I thought he was like falling.
Oh wait.
Erebus
No,
is
I
way down the
stayed-
hallway.
I stayed out the hallway. I wasn't gonna get in range.
Okay, I'm trying to
fire-
well, wait, where is my character? I just realized.
You're in the
Oh,
hole.
there I
Yeah,
am.
you're hanging, Velkin's hanging, and Crane are all hanging.
I attacked
I'm
the guy
glad
that's
we're
right next to what's his name? Abel.
Abel.
Okay. You're firing at him.
Yep.
Alright, yeah, you strike him, and he goes down. You hit him right through the throat, and he's just kind of like still talking as he's falling and just like losing his. She's like, this was all for the frost god. All for the frost god. And he just falls over. Alright, anything else?
Erebus is like, no.
Perception to try and see if I can figure out what the hell's coming my way.
That is an action. Do you have a?
That's
do you
an
have
action.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I don't have
So
anything.
you're
for,
preparing for that for your next turn, pretty much, just to just see what's walking your way.
Hopefully, if I'm still alive next turn.
All right, Crane is going to try to pull himself up. His cane has fallen 60 feet down. All right, he manages to pull himself up.
60 feet.
Yeah, so he pulls himself up. He says, "I'll get you guys. Don't worry." He's going to step over to the edge and reach for Velkin.
This is a
first.
crazy turn of events.
Okay, and then it's going to go to Velkin. You can roll to pick yourself up. It's going to be it would be an athletics, but with advantage because Crane's helping you.
So how do I do the advantage?
So just roll it, and then roll it again. All right, so you get the 11. Takes you a bit to get up. Your feet are slipping because there's steam that's rising up from 60 feet down, and the walls are slippery. So he manages to get you up, but it takes a little bit of time.
Okay.
So that means that he can't help Xavier up. So
Okay.
Xavier, I need an athletics if you're going to pull yourself up, or if you want to let yourself go and fall 60 feet, that's cool too.
I'm good. I want to pull myself up. I also have that Bard inspiration, so I might use that too. What do I
Well,
have
you
to
have
roll
to say
for?
yes. So
Strength?
it's a D6, and you add it to your roll.
D6?
Just roll a D6.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, what do I have to roll to get up?
So
D20.
well,
It's a-
first
it's
you
a
have.
D20 plus strength mod.
Well, he has to roll the bardic inspiration if he's going to use it right now, right?
No, it's before or after the roll, but it has to be before the DM decides what happens.
Ah. Okay.
So if I say it really fast before he even gets to use it, then like.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll strength, and then I'm also
Oh
gonna
my
roll
God.
1d6. You said?
Yep, 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6.
I mean, that's not gonna help me much, but hey.
All right,
Ooh,
yeah.
6.
So Xavier, yeah. Xavier tries to pull himself up, but that gold weighs him down, and he falls 60 feet down. I'm gonna whisper to Xavier what happens.
Hmm. I can only imagine.
Are you
the
gonna
worst.
say anything while you're falling?
I regret nothing.
Yeah, I can picture Artemis saying that.
You're whispering in Discord, right?
I'm whispering in roll 20.
Well, everybody in Roll20 can see it if they're watching the stream.
Cover the section where the rolls are. Everyone should already know that.
That's why I've stopped. That's why
Watching
I
the
don't honestly
stream.
look.
I don't support.
watch the stream anymore.
I don't support you, okay?
Well, I have the stream open, but I full screen it and I just keep it minimized so only chat shows.
If I have the screen open though, I'm gonna be tempted to look. I really will. That's why I don't even turn it on. I'm
You can also minimize
I
it.
just know I'll do it.
You can always minimize.
But still, it's already up there. It's active. All I have to do is click on it. It's too tempting, so I just turn it off.
Well, you don't want to give us the bonus viewer? Oh man.
Nope. Because I know I'm not gonna resist that temptation. I'm gonna click it. I'm gonna say, what do you think?
Okay. Cultist number 2 is still standing on the bookshelf. And he's going to start to try to climb up the side there. And he's like not making it very far up because he's like on a very unstable bookshelf. Wow. Thank you for the very important message.
What?
She said, is that French silk still in the fridge? Like pie. Is it still in the fridge? I'm glad you're first thought.
What?
That was so long.
Kristen, the stream is going to be over in 15 minutes. I can't wait. All right, Abel, it is your turn.
All right. So Xavion's gone.
Xavian has fallen down.
You don't know.
Yeah,
You
he
don't
has
know.
fallen into the darkness.
Xavion's gone.
Xavian's gone, yes.
Velkin isn't gone.
Correct. Crane
And
is
there's
not
that-
gone.
Dude climbing the shelf.
Yep, there's a dude trying to climb up the like facade that's on the side. Is that even how you say it? Facade, right?
I don't know
Yeah,
what you're
facade.
talking about.
Have him make a good old wisdom saving throw as I cast Vicious Mockery. And I tell him you climb like a fool, but apparently fools climb well.
You climb like a fool! And does he take half damage or what?
No. If it misses, it's nothing.
Alright.
Is
that it for you?
I'll walk to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll come right on up to him, and I'll end my turn there.
Okay, you're just staring up at him on the bookshelf. Alright,
Yeah.
Erebos, are you using your perception to look down the hallway to your right?
No.
No.
I'm actually going to move. Uh-oh. How can I? There we go. Seriously?
And I would say, Erebos, you probably don't know that the trapdoor thing happened.
Damn. Alright, I move up here and I shoot the guy that's climbing.
Okay, so you just step out from the hallway, turn to the right real quick, left real quick, and boom. Alright, go ahead.
Yep.
Wasn't it the guy that had 1 health, or was the other guy?
I mean,
won
that
health?
hits him, and then the arrow goes through him and gets stuck in like a sculpture up there, and it goes straight through his heart, and he's like, ah, and leans his head backwards, and just blood drips out from his mouth onto the books, and it also drips
Crisis
onto
averted.
Abel's face. Crisis averted.
It's fine, guys. I have soap.
And you also have mending, too.
I'm gonna see what I have in my.
Now I need to
And
perceive the...
perfume.
Alright, Crane is like, no, Xavier!
That's it.
That's it.
He's gonna step over to the area, and he's like crouched down, like looking down. He's like, does anyone have rope?
I was wondering when somebody was going to do that.
Well, we have to wait for our turn.
Yeah, now we're
Yeah,
on
no,
the
you have to wait for
turnover.
your turn.
How
Except
deep
for the
is
one who
the
threw vicious
drop
mockery.
here?
60 feet.
60 feet.
60 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Use
Our
for
ropes
ropes.
Our ropes
Yes,
are 50 feet.
sadly.
Yeah,
I
50
think.
feet.
Yep. You guys can get 100 feet of rope if you want to tie it together, or cut off
Yep.
enough to make it just 60.
If I had any rope, I would have like tied it off to one of my arrows
Yeah,
and
but you're
tried
gone,
to use
so...
it. I'm
Yeah,
gone.
so shut
You're
up.
gone. Don't say shut up. It's just
Well,
that
he did
he's
cast
separated.
He did cast vicious mockery on him while he was falling to his death.
No, he didn't cast it on him.
On the guy climbing.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
he
the guy
did.
climbing. No. Yeah, you suck.
Die! God damn! That was vicious.
Are we able to call down to see if he responds?
Sure. do you
Before
wanna
I
say
waste
to him?
my rope? Ask if he's alive?
What, you say, are you alive?
Yes.
Okay. You hear no response. Did you have to roll 3 death saving throws?
Are we still in like combat turn
No,
order?
out of combat.
Alright, so I want to check this bookshelf out and see what I see.
Wow.
See if I can find it.
All right, roll
See, I
investigation.
told
He's like, fascinating.
ya. Lads, I heard something. I heard another
Nothing to
person
say.
down
You
the
did the
hall.
same thing to me.
All right, roll
Lads, I
investigation.
heard someone else coming down the
Oh.
hall.
Perception?
Yeah, I was actually.
You said roll perception, right?
Investigation.
Investigation. Alright.
All right, you're pulling multiple books out, and they have no writing in them, except for a thicker red book you pull out, and it looks like one of the books that one of the cultists actually had picked up. And as you look in it, it starts to scribe out writings that you're familiar with. It's writing down all of your spells that you know
Okay.
of.
So it's just the spell book? Or.
It seems. Roll me Arcana. Arcana, yeah.
Nice.
All right, you can kind of get a sense from the book that it seems like there's some sort of spell on this that actually will write down whoever the wielder is. It writes down their spells in the book as they wield it. So like they're able to use their spells, read out from this and use a spell from it, pretty much.
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
I'm
That's cool.
bagging that right away. Like that's just, ooh, right into the pocket.
Okay.
Everyone, I hear footsteps coming down the hall.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, do we hear footsteps also at this time?
Yep,
Do we have to
and
roll
you
for
also
that?
see a shadow appearing from the hallway. It's a very, very tall shadow, almost reaching up towards the top of that hallway. And
How tall is the hallway?
how tall is the hallway? It's like probably 7 foot tall, dude.
Oh, okay.
And you see the man steps out from the hallway, and he looks pretty much just exactly like this. Let me show you. If I can bump him up a layer. Oh no, I hit his drawing. It's not a drawing. You're running away from him.
Scared.
All right, so a tall
No point in
man,
being close.
a very tall man with a oh shoot.
Stecker Kane.
It's Deckard Kane, yeah. Stay a while, listen. All right, so he's got these frost.
Never tell.
Yeah, he's got a crown of frost-covered twigs that are across his head. His beard is actually, it seems like it's covered in ice, like a perpetual ice. It's just this long Viking gray beard. He has this robe that's just strewn across him. That when he walks, ice follows him, and he's got
Also-
an amulet that's like a beating heart, but it's made of ice. And he's walking with a huge staff that has like an ice orb in the center of it. And he says to you guys, he's like, "Well, I see the sacrifice went well. I'd like to welcome you to my tower. The name is Minever. Do you work for the Frost Blood Mercenaries?
No.
No?
I knew I sensed arcanic aptitude amongst the group that is here. However, I sense that there is one missing.
Yeah, he kind of fell into a hole. Don't know if he's alive. Yeah.
If you could help with that, we'd be very appreciative.
Well, unfortunately, he has fallen into my labyrinth. And I think it'll be a very long time before he escapes.
You got any rope?
I do not have any rope on me. I've traveled down several thousand flight of stairs to get to you. As you can tell, this tower is not normal. And he kind of points around the room, and you can see things kind of shifting around.
Oh.
Elkrin, do you have a rope on you?
Yes, I do.
He's stepping out into the room, and he's just kind of running his hands across his items in the room as he's observing you.
Does Crane do anything?
Does Crane do anything? He's just kind of standing cautiously, protecting you, Velkin.
He doesn't look happy to see this person?
He's not really happy to see him, no. He's like, "That's the man we give the items to. He says he speaks with the Frost God."
So is this frost god good or bad or like?
Why would you even question that boy?
He's Mormon.
Why would you question that boy? This is Crane talking. The frost god is nothing but pure positive energy.
So
I just want to know like what your mission statement is, dog. Like I'm just curious.
Are you talking to Crane or are you talking to Manever?
They're kind of just talking out loud. Just like a general response to what's happening.
Said that he doesn't follow the ice god, right?
Crane didn't say that, the orb did.
The orb said that Manever doesn't.
Yeah, so now Crane is like he's very like concerned looking in his face.
So we'll ask directed to Crane, why does he give to the frost god if he doesn't believe in the frost god?
He says, we give to the frost god. Manever just speaks with him. And then Manever's like, yeah, about that. I've been meaning to tell you I don't speak with the frost god, but I speak with something much, much darker.
What is that?
He says, why don't you follow me and I'll show you.
Nah, I'm good. I just want to know.
He says,
Yeah,
okay.
we really just want our friend.
Well, you will get to your friend in due time, but let me fill you in on a little bit of information. But the secret cannot leave. Do you promise me you will not bring the secret out into the world?
Sure.
Because I cannot have him finding out.
Who's him? Oh. Never mind.
What? Who's him what?
Never mind.
No, okay, you're not going to ask him? Okay.
Well, I was, but then he's talking about the thingamajig. I don't. Who's him?
He's talking about the thingamajig. Who's him?
Who's this
I
person
can't
you're
have-
talking about?
I can't have the Count finding out.
Count?
Well, lucky for you, we don't know any Count.
Well, lucky for you,
I can count.
you do not know him.
Okay, so tell us.
Well, his name is Count Argus. He's a vampiric lord, and he seeks to regain the power from his master, who I've imprisoned here. Those sacrifices you've been giving us, Crane, have been given to his master to satiate his hunger.
So there's no frost god.
There is no frost god, I'm sorry. And Crane falls to the floor. He's like, no! No! My whole life has been a lie.
All those doors I've knocked on.
He's like, he stands up to you, Velkin. He's like, thank you for everything you did for me. And then he just puts his arms out and like falls backwards into the opening. Crane.
Oh,
Well, I
Alright.
didn't know we were that close to it, but alright.
You guys didn't say you moved at all.
Well, no, but he wasn't right up to it. I don't know, whatever.
So
Well.
Crane just falls into the darkness.
Okay, so
Oh.
recap what you just said about this vampire thing.
Okay. So, what has happened? And by the way, Xavion's camera's gone. This is a weird picture of him now staring at us.
Yeah, he said he'd be right back.
Okay. But yeah, so what Manever has said is that unfortunately there is no frost god. The frost god that they are speaking of is actually there's a vampiric lord that is traveling out in the world. His name is Count Argus. He has a master. His master is imprisoned in the tower. Manever has imprisoned him. In order to satiate his hunger so he does not escape, he has set up these altars to feed like blood directly to the vampiric master. So he's trapped in the tower. He's feeding him blood from the altars. So there's altars all throughout the icy peaks that satiates the hunger of this guy, and he's pretty much built this entire cult so that he could feed the creature to make sure he doesn't escape and does not communicate with the Count, so that he does not find out that he's locked up there.
okay.
So he's starting. Manever has pretty much, he's grown tired of this, and he needs somebody. He tells you, he's like, I'm getting older, and I need to pass along my knowledge to somebody who can keep him imprisoned.
Why
Is
do
there a
we
way
have
to
keep him in
kill
prison?
this?
If he escapes, he will speak directly with Severian, and he will bring forth a greater evil into the land, and he will destroy everything.
So, let me just think real quick. Our options here are find someone to replace you, or we could just go and solve the problem by killing this Count and Severian and potentially this dude that's imprisoned here.
Potentially. There are multiple ways of going about it. If you know someone of great magical aptitude, we could figure out a spell to keep him imprisoned forever. But we would need to seal the tower some way. And then I can die peacefully here, knowing that he would be locked within. You can find someone to replace me. You can also destroy the Count, which I see that would be very difficult. Have any of you battled a vampire yourself? You seem
I've sung
pretty
about
weak.
them. Does that count as fighting one?
No.
Singing is not fighting, I'm afraid to tell you.
Well, I have to disagree with you right there.
Wait, so who's trapped in the tower?
So within the tower, he has imprisoned Count Argus's master. He's like a master vampire. You don't know his name. He doesn't even know his name. He's just imprisoned in the tower. Manever has gotten a hold of him and imprisoned him.
Okay.
Now, two of your buddies have fallen into a labyrinth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we try to get them back up before we take on a vampire?
Yeah. I mean, we can definitely. You can try that. It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I want to
There's
do
there's
that.
there's two people now that's
Yeah,
fallen?
Crane and Zavian.
Oh, I didn't know Crane was down there. I
Yeah,
thought he
you
just
don't know.
yelled to me.
No, he pretty much tried to kill himself.
Yeah, he's done with himself.
He
Yeah,
basically
He's hit a
stole
new
that
low
as God
point,
is me.
literally.
Did you throw me that rope?
Not yet, but I'm gonna.
Okay.
So yeah, so Crane has fallen, Zavian has fallen.
So what do I need to do anything, or do I just can I try to toss the rope and have it secured?
Yeah, so you have to tell me how you want to secure it, what you want to do. Are you? So you threw your rope. You
That
have a
big
rope
statue
yourself?
would be nice.
Yeah, what's around us that I can like tie one end to?
Thank you for asking me that. Well, so around you in the room, I mean, you have like, you know how gargoyles are on the top of buildings? You have these sculptures that are built outward in the hall there. There's like these kind of pillars that go upward. You're able to tie off on one of those if you want to. There's the bookshelf in there. There's also some braziers that are in there. They're not as secured, but I would say it'd probably be safest to tie it to the sculptures that are encircling the room. So you'd have to stand up on one of the bookshelves where that dead guy is, where he's hanging backwards over by Manever.
Okay, but how far is that from the pit?
Well, this here, the bookshelf, is currently 40 feet from the pit, but the bookshelf can be moved.
Okay, there's nothing closer in this area.
Currently, like there's two braziers over here, leading down the hallway, and then there's you've got a table and a bookshelf over here with some writing implements. Over in this
Yeah.
area, it's more of like the entrance and the altar, and then the entrance is over here. So like it's like you've got an altar on your side, you've got the bookshelf and the table and everything over here near the hallway, and then that's about it. The rest of it's more of like the lobby area. Like
We
the
have
windows
two
and-
50-foot ropes. The drop is 60. The statue where I pinned the dead guy to is 40. We have enough to tie it to that statue and just drop it in.
Yeah, I mean as long as that'll reach, because then.
Yeah,
that's-
because he said that was 40
Yeah.
and he said the drop was 60.
Yeah, so it would reach right down there. Yeah, you'd have a rope going all the way across with enough tension.
Let's try that then.
All right, so you guys set up the rope, and let's see. I would have you roll. What would it be? Survival, probably. So you guys are all watching as
Really?
she struggles to tie the rope on there. Did you want to assist Erebos?
Yeah. Except
Oh,
it's
boy.
not going to
Okay,
help.
you guys are really having
I'm
some
a
trouble.
negative two.
Abel, do you want to help too?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, survival roll for me. Oh my god. Even Manever's gonna help you guys. He's like, here. Yeah, so he's able to tie it off with you, and he freezes it, so it like stays solid.
Wait,
Should we all hold
freezing
on to
it
this rope?
as in
Make
like
sure
ice
if
freeze?
the
Yeah.
How would that
So now
help?
the knot is extra
It's like
secure, right?
he's able to basically make the knot super secure, and it encrusts it with like a protective ice layer. He's not trying to break it on you. He's trying. He's
Well, I'm
he's
saying
tired
freezing
of,
it makes it sound like it's easier to just snap in half.
No, he's not freezing like the whole rope. It's just the tie.
Oh,
layer.
that's okay. That's what I get.
Yeah. So yeah, he says, well,
He's pulling a Spider-Man.
yeah, he hands you like a map of the labyrinth. He says, this will help you find your friends. Who's gonna take it? He holds out the map.
I'll take it.
So like, just because they fell, they just disappear all of a sudden? They're not just at the bottom of where they fell?
Well, you don't know yet. They fell into darkness.
Oh, so he's just assuming that they ran away right away?
Well, the thing is, they fell into what he calls a labyrinth. So, he says, I guess he can explain to you because he's trying to help you. He says, I will ease your minds and say that beneath the fall is an area where I oftentimes tend to bathe. I have hot springs that actually boil up from beneath the tower and warm the waters down there. So your friends have fallen into the waters. And as long as they're not too heavy, they wouldn't have sunk to the bottom. And then they would have to walk up the steps and go into the labyrinth. But beware, I do have some creatures down there I've been testing out.
Before we take this journey, is there any way you could assist us otherwise in the way of supplies or magic utilities or songs, perhaps?
Or telling us what creatures you've been testing out so we know what they are?
That's secondary matters.
But you know, songs more important.
Song, yes, song is very important.
Yeah. La-di-dee-da-da-da-da. Alright, our friends are dead. Let's move on.
Music is my man.
He says, well, I have been testing out creatures of vampiric varieties to try to see what would kill
Oh,
them
boy.
faster. I haven't killed all of them yet. But some of them have chains on them. Some of them have broken from their chains.
Are they healthy? Are they starving? Are they ravenous?
It's
Should
been a
we
while
go-
since I've been down there, about 6 weeks.
Okay, so they should be hungering, or at least in a weakened state, right?
Possibly weakened. I've built up their endurance over time. As the master is stronger, I need to make sure that I can take him down if he ever were to escape. But if you are quiet, you may be able to make it past him, because oftentimes, as bats do, they detect you with sonar or sound. I don't know if that would be a thing in D&D.
Is it any safer?
Well, it's a real life thing, and it's real.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it matters.
Is it any safer that we're not vampires?
Is it any safer that you're not vampires?
Yeah, like, they're not... Because he's trying to, like, make it geared to hurt vampires, so if we're not vampiric, then we're not as intimidating.
Well, he's been creating vampires down in the cellars.
He's just playing fucking Frankenstein, isn't he? So
Pretty
he doesn't even
much.
know.
He's been creating these things to try to kill them. So then when the master breaks out, he can kill the master. So there's different varieties of things that are being created down there that he's been testing his magics out on and trying to destroy them. So there's these abominations that are down in the lower areas of the actual tower.
Okay, and then off topic, 'cause I thought you said it before. You said before in the hallway there was that sheet of music floating around?
It's in the actual lobby that you're in. It's right next to the bookshelf.
Oh, so...
I'm just blind and I don't see it.
Dance the magic dance.
Oh,
It's there. You can take it if you want to.
can I take it?
Yeah, sure. I don't think Abel... I think we were in the middle of a fight. So I think that's why Abel didn't get it.
Okay, so...
So you have the sheet of music. It's a portion of the Ode to the Festering Soul.
Okay,
And I'll have to find the actual music because I have parts of it written down somewhere, but it's way be buried somewhere.
Okay. I want to turn to Abel and say, "Here, I think this is more use to you."
Well, this is wonderful. I thank you, friend. I'll be sure to return this favor.
Cool.
Does he just like walk? Does he just like continue to walk out the door and leave?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
just leaves the whole place.
I'm gone, guys. Like, things turned to shit. I'm out now.
Like he got what he wanted, so he's like, "Yep, I'm gone."
Well, he did say he was gonna run at the first hint of trouble.
He
All right.
said that twice.
So okay,
Yeah.
so I just need to know from you guys: is the plan? You guys are gonna climb down the rope into the labyrinth?
Well, I was kind of hoping just to throw a torch down there first.
I'd assume I owe your friend at least some help, considering you've helped me get this piece. So, I'll assist you if you want to collect your friend and be gone with this place.
If it isn't too much trouble.
Oh, old man, before we go, have you found anything that seems to work particularly well against these vampires?
He says, "Well, I'll have to go to my workshop, and I will,
Really?
I will gather that." Really, what? He's down here. He just decided to introduce himself to you guys. He says, "I'll go up to my workshop, and I have some specified locations down there that you will be able to see. I will summon forth a bag of goods for you to use."
Okay.
That is most
Okay.
appreciated.
Jeez, you guys are mean as hell. God damn. Really?
friend
Like,
is-
really?
My
Old
friend
man that we don't
too.
even know?
I forgot his name at a moment.
Bronze.
Yeah.
My friend who's watching the stream, she's just sending me like the labyrinth, like gifts.
Dance, the magic dance.
Yes, please. We're gonna have that happen. Kristen hates the labyrinth, by the way. So
Alright, so I'm gonna
Really?
leave the building now and
leave him down in the labyrinth
yeah,
with David
just
Bowie.
continue on my own.
You remind me of the babe.
Yeah.
What babe? The babe with the power.
Yep, she is just dead inside now. Just like Crane.
Pretty much.
Alright, so so next session we'll pick up on the entrance to the labyrinth. Down beneath Minerva's labyrinth with his beautiful creatures. I will give you guys a little surprise that you're hitting level 4. You're skipping all the way over level 3, going to level 4.
Nice.
So next session when you come back, you guys have to be level 4. If you're not leveled up by that time, then you will stay
Do
to
I
level
change
8.
my level to 4?
Yes. And then we're gonna have to go through your entire character arc thing and upgrade you.
Okay.
Oh yeah, guys.
Does she like the dark? Does she like the dark crystal? Do you like the dark crystal?
I liked that better than Labyrinth, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, I hyped it up a
Okay.
lot. Like Labyrinth, I love that movie. And
I
Kristen's
just
like,
love that
"Eh."
song.
I mean, they're both fine, but like, surprisingly, I wasn't really like floored by either one of them. Like they looked cool, and I liked how they're made. But...
Alright, so you guys might not
Nah.
see Velkin next stream. We're gonna replace her
So
with
we're
a David
all
Bowie
leveling up to
impersonator. What's up? Yeah,
Yeah,
all
so
level
read
4.
up.
Everybody.
Can I? How would I go about learning our arcane magic for arcane tricksters?
Is that level 4?
It's level 3, I think.
You hit your head so hard, you just woke up and knew it.
I knew
Maybe
it.
when you fell into the water beneath it, it was like filled with so much like magic that like
Maybe.
your efforts to like survive, because keep in mind, guys, this is something. Well, yeah, this is something you guys don't know as characters. Please don't take this going into the next session of knowing it. Arcana. Yeah, Arcana. But yeah, if you were to fall into the water, the weight that was bringing you down from like gold and everything like that, like your struggles to survive would probably draw forth these magic energies from the waters and bury it deep into your soul. That would cause you to gain some sort of arcane aptitude, and maybe with dropping off some of those items to survive and
Yeah, the
releasing
gold
yourself.
berry.
Yeah, releasing yourself from those physical binds, you're able to like teleport out of the water onto the land.
Oh,
Oh,
that sounds a little too much.
don't wanna
Teleport.
It's only like a one-time thing. Fine, you're
already
still in the
has
water
9
drowning.
level
Why
spells,
not?
guys.
Go ahead and
He's
roll me
dead.
3 death saving throws. No, roll me three death saving throws. You don't want DM Fiat. Let's see what happens here.
No, I'll take it. I'll
No,
take it.
it's too late. Too
Oh,
late.
it's
Let's
too
see.
late. Oh no!
It's too late. You gotta accept these
I won
prizes
that
when I give
arcane,
you.
baby.
Give me some secret rolls.
Let me see. How do I do death saving throws
There's
again?
the big death saving throw section on your character sheet, and you're gonna select GM at the top of your thing. Just roll it to me.
Okay.
I'll do rolls for Crane now. Thank you very much for your
Shoot.
not accepting
Crane
like,
lives.
GM.
Yeah, I hope
Guys,
he
we
doesn't
gotta
live.
carry Crane through this entire adventure. He's gotta struggle with us.
No, I'm killing him and then I'm gonna chop him up for meat.
Alright, so
Ration.
I do all three of them, or just?
Yep.
Okay.
If you so much as touch Crane, I'm gonna
Ration meat.
Cast a spell on you.
It's gonna be meatloaf surprise.
We still don't know much about Crane. He could kick your ass down there. So
Yeah.
Well, if I remember correctly, we did pretty much beat the shit out of him without even trying, and then kept slapping him to wake him up. So I'm pretty sure I'm good here.
Let's go. Keep rolling, Xavier. Keep rolling.
Oh, I gotta keep rolling? I thought I was only supposed to do 3.
No.
Not until you either live or die.
Oh, okay. Live or die. I don't know what's happening. Alright. Do I keep rolling? Do you want me to keep rolling?
Sure. Keep rolling.
I don't know what to do.
Keep rolling.
Oh god,
Rolling,
he's
rolling,
dead.
rolling. Keep
does
the
it mean
meatloaf rolling.
if it says
Oh my
there's an ability score improvement.
You get to choose to. Okay, you can stop rolling now.
Okay, I get
So
to
you
choose
and I-
2.
You and I are
What?
gonna meet up later and tell you. I'm gonna tell you what happens.
Okay.
But yeah,
Porn.
tentacle porn. Yeah.
You know, I'm really happy that as a bard, the one person I've healed was a little child who got hurt because of Xavier. And then I inspired Xavier and he just fell off a ledge with his inspiration.
I was inspired to end my life.
Yeah, pretty much.
This
I
is what
didn't
you've
raise
done
him
to
up.
me. He raised him up.
Okay. All right. Cool. We will pick up next game. Like I said, you guys are all level 4, and we are descending into Maneaver's labyrinth of horrors. So get buckled up for some undead vampiric fighting, and get your Buffy the Vampire pants on. We're gonna kill him.
Level 4,
Save your
let's
friends.
go fuck up a Taras.
You get some big boy pants.
Yeah, you gotta get your big boy overalls on.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I will go ahead and I think it's just one item you pick +2, Kristen. Because like attribute improvements, is that just one attribute or
No,
everything?
you get
Well, it's an ability
2,
score.
2 points, so you can go 1 in 2 different things or 2 in 1.
Okay, so you can just get 2 points in general.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can choose that I think instead of certain other things you get. All right, guys. Again, thank you for hanging out. Thanks for following Horse. Thank you for joining the dead.
Sorry for getting here late, but you know how it is.
No, that's fine. It was a great game still. You know, it took a little warming up, and we have technical difficulties. We're gonna have to work together to try to figure out a better, video platform, one that works
Yeah.
better for us. Well, it's just gonna take some time. This is only episode 3. I'm hoping this goes on for a really, really long time, and we build and build on characters. Hopefully, you don't die when you don't accept DM ruling. I just want to give you guys something good, something fun to play with, and we'll talk more about what happens to your character, specifically.
I should have took the teleport.
Should have took the teleport. I mean,
I only said like I thought it was crazy that everybody else is like jumping on board, but I wasn't really opposed to it. I just thought it was a little out there.
Hey man, you could have had Gate at level 4. Alright?
well, how about this? How about I give you the second option as to what was going to happen, and then you choose between the
Okay.
two.
All
Are you
right.
flicking me off right now? You're flicking me off.
What?
You're scratching your chin with your middle finger.
No, I was just scratching my chin. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, all right.
Jeez.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for playing, and we'll end it here.
Hold on, I gotta scratch my chin.
All right, I'm gonna mute myself on Discord, but we'll talk a little bit more after. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
What?